Hang on. No, we're not. That's not how we start. Hang on. Hang on. No, we don't start like this.
Okay.
Hang on.
How do we start?
Hang on. It's okay. We'll use the magic of orc editing.
Okay. Are we gonna do it again?
No, hang on.
Okay.
I have to get the super special button.
Hang in there.
He's not logged
Yeah,
into
what did
his
you guys
accounts.
what did you guys do? How did you start? I mean, how'd you even start, last week's episode? Welcome all to the Do-Over podcast. I am your host for this week. I am Elliott James. With me today is my essentially life partner at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We have the Diggity Drew.
Oh no, it's everything's so sad. Droopy poopy.
Everything's getting harder and harder.
I don't know if I can. Everything's getting harder and harder.
Give it like an eh. Everything's getting harder.
Everything's getting harder.
You gotta kind of you got a lip in.
It's almost like Zoidberg from Futurama. The
Zoidberg.
hold on. I have a degree in murderology.
Is that the robot?
No,
Zoidberg's the lobster man.
Zoidberg's the best character of Futurama. The one with the.
I've never watched Futurama.
Oh my
so this
God,
is why
dude.
I'm asking.
Oh, you're
Futurama-
missing.
Bender. That's the robot's name,
Yeah,
right?
that's the robot.
Oh, look at Lauren. She's famous now, so she doesn't know about Futurama.
She's like, sorry, I don't know your Gen X references.
That's probably the better answer.
Would that come out in 2000? I wasn't even born
Yeah,
yet.
That is true. I wasn't born yet.
Oh, shut up.
That's like
With us-
4 years older than me.
Our Gen Z Sigma, we have little Lauren.
What's up?
Little Lauren, how you doing?
Sigma.
Yeah, no, it's no longer little Lauren. It is mainly famous Lauren.
No.
Hugely famous Lauren.
YouTube
Not
famous
at all.
Lauren.
Oh my God, YouTube famous Lauren
Oh, God.
is gracing us with her presence.
Mm-hmm.
She is so famous.
And then we have the notorious mountain
Not.
dumper himself. We have Dare Bear.
Mountain dumper. Thank you, Elliot.
Anytime.
Great
anytime.
to see all of you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. It's good to be back with the chat with you guys. Not Eddie. Is Eddie coming? I don't know. I don't think he exists. I think I may have made him up in my brain.
oh, Eddie's right there. He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
I don't know. He might just be like a split personality because I don't know if he's ever been around.
You know what I
I
want
haven't seen him in so long. I don't know if he's actually real.
I want to point something out real quick before we get started.
Yeah.
So everything's AI slop now. Like everything.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. There is some non-AI slop. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. But seeming that they cracked down on like the bots on Twitch, it's like we were like the only channel not using bots. Maybe we need to go back and find those super secret bots to pump those numbers. All of those assholes that Twitch stream that are like, oh my God, transgender people lost like 60% of their audience because they were being pumped by bots, dude. And I'm like,
Man.
checks out.
No, we've
Checks out.
already found out it's just a bunch of brain-wired monkeys
Yeah.
saying that we hashtag super suck.
Yeah. Super shit.
Yeah. God damn it.
Do you know that was an obscure reference, the super shit thing?
No, I don't.
It was a reference because in Peacemaker, he implied that he's into shit
Yep.
play.
Yep.
And then that's why when he said super shit, he's like, God damn it, Lois, you know that gets under my skin.
No, it doesn't bother me. It seems like it really bothers you. But a couple of things before we get started with our check-ins, with our talking points. I do want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting us through all the way with Patreon, with Grogs. Taps and Takes may be late, but Taps and Takes still happening.
It's up.
Taps and Takes on time. You know why? Because
Why?
we're professionals.
Yeah.
Bunk Bets Eddie
Yeah.
making his appearance.
That's
Love it.
right.
I told Oric, I was like, yeah, the idea was we were going to go in because Royce wasn't feeling good this week. So we didn't go to Grogs. We just came here and I was like, we were going to do 20 minutes of like a little like Taps and Takes special. We ended up doing an hour and 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there was some breaks in between. There was like a 10-minute little breaker.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, say under an hour. Barely.
Not really.
Yeah, I tried. We're sorry.
Yeah.
But we also got to thank not just Grogs, but we got to thank the Sierras, Horn Photo. We got to thank our boys over at Visalia. We love those Visalia boys, Josh.
Oh, over at Brown's.
That's right.
And then we have Aqua Infusions, Horn Photo, Grogs, Oldtown Autoglass.
That's right.
Dude, this motherfucker has been gone a week and he's brain farting on our sponsors, the people that write our checks.
I know.
Man, you got to up that business,
I'm washed, man. I'm washed. Also, if you want to give us a call, I'm looking at you, Eddie, 559-403-0193. You can call us and tell us how bad you smell. Tax and take.
Call out was crazy.
And you can also check out all of our stuff, not just on YouTube or Twitch, but also Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yep, on all platforms. I do also need to say something.
You can.
Sarah, I hope you're watching. Happy birthday, Sarah!
Sarah Bear. Happy birthday, Sarah
Happy
Bear.
birthday to my beautiful blonde, busty wife with her big old hoops.
Hey.
I was so delayed.
You know what the funny thing is?
We just have to like keep him talking so then we can do it.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is that Sarah is probably the only woman that is not bothered by her age. So whenever I'm like, your mom's 37 to like the girl, she's like, no, I'm not. I'm 45. I was like, all right. So
Good for her.
I mean, that's good.
I just want to point out that when Sarah was this bombshell fucking senior in high school at 18 years old, I was in 8th grade. Think
Wow.
about that. Think about that.
Is she a groomer?
Yeah.
She is a groomer. She found me.
Sarah the groomer.
And the funny thing is, we've talked about how like our paths crossed several times. You know what I mean? Until we started dating, probably from the age of 18. It was like I saw her a couple times around the 18, 19 years old when I was about 19 years old. And then 6 years later, 7 years later, we started dating each other. But I remember hitting on her the first time, like trying to flirt with her. And she shot me down so hard. She actually shot me down so hard, even when we started dating.
And it motivated you to just come back harder.
Now, see, okay, can we talk about that?
Take it away, man.
Because like we live in a different age where no means no. And I
damn.
Was there an age where no did not mean
Hold
no?
on. Let me explain.
That's a dark start.
No. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I completely already know what you mean.
Let me explain before you guys say some stupid, horrible shit that's going to get me canceled. I'm sorry, Twitch, that these guys have dirty, dirty, sick brains. Now, I tell my son, no means no. And I'm even telling my daughters, no one is allowed to touch you ever in any way, physically in any way. If you say no, that means stop.
Yes.
Some girls do like the chase a little bit, that if they like shoot you down. Now, I'm not talking about physicality. I'm talking about showing your intent to want to date someone. Like, there are some girls out there that don't want to make it easy to where you earn their company, right? Because they're valuing themselves.
Okay.
And now I have always operated that if I get shut down, it's just no, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
You know what? You tried.
Yeah.
The door's never gonna open.
There are some women out there that romanticize the chase.
Absolutely.
That like okay, well, no, but like you always let them know that you are totally here willing, you know what I mean? Or something. So as a woman,
I was going to be like, this is going to turn to me. Yeah, what's up?
what do you think about that? You know what I mean? Like, do you think looks have, like, if you're an attractive man and you're being persistent, that you can get away with it more? Because if you're like an ugly man and someone says no, they need to just get the point because they're ugly. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
I can see why that's like a perception. I don't know. For me, I feel like if it's she likes the chase, it's like no, but he. But if she's just genuinely not interested, it's no, and I'm turning and walking the other direction.
So is it the way they say no? Like,
I feel like
stop.
I feel like
Stop it.
I feel like
Stop it.
I feel like part of it's the way they say no, and part of it is like just other cues. But usually, if a girl just says no and like she walks away from you or has like you can tell from the look on their face.
Yeah,
You can tell.
it's a confusing thing.
If
there's cues.
If it's a polite smile, it still probably genuinely means no.
Right.
If it's like just RBF, obviously that's no.
I'm telling my son in these troubling waters that if someone says no, that means no,
yes,
and you
but
stop.
I was like, but I would
That's it.
always say just saying no and stopping is the safest bet
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the most respectful one.
And I told Josh too, and I'm like, sometimes girls won't want to be with you, but they'll want to be your friend and like legitimately a friend. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with having a woman as a friend. Actually, that could be very beneficial to you to have female friends. I have a ton of female friends. You know what I mean?
The number of times my guy friends come to me asking what they did wrong with their girlfriend is hilarious.
There you go.
Comedic.
But question, does that make you like a boy's girl or are you a girl's girl?
I would see you being a boy's girl.
I'm a little bit.
Are you there for the boys or are you
I
there
think
for
she's
the
there
girls?
for the boys.
Or no doubt, I'm just a girl.
I'm just there for my friends. That's the
There you go.
That's the moral of the
Great
story.
friend.
If
She
you're a
does
guy
not
or a
see
girl,
gender in friends.
Well, there's a difference
Friend
between
is the gender.
harassment and pursuit.
Yes, exactly.
There's a difference.
That's
I
the
just
big
took
That's
an
a good
HR
point.
course
Yes.
on this for
Okay,
work.
explain then. Explain.
Well, no.
Person that accused me of being a grapist by me posing
I
a
never
reasonable.
accused you of
That's what you
nothing.
said.
He never said
I'm like,
that.
no means no. He's like, when does no not mean no true? What's in your
No.
closet?
Darren's calling the red
Well,
herring.
I
You know,
get
that's
it.
what
I
he's
get
doing.
it. There's things where like, you're on a date, whatever, you're pursuing the next step and there's no means no, right? Like, no, I'm not into that kind of stuff. There's a difference in trying to ask someone out and they shut you down. It's like, okay, maybe try a different approach. You get shut down again. Hey, that's
So
more-
the second time
I think
seals
more than
it.
two ask. It's on the borderline. of
Okay, so
harassment.
what you're saying is that the second turn down seals it, wrap it up, not going to happen.
And again, this is asking someone on a date or like trying to go out with someone. This is not like I'm in the bedroom and I'm trying to make a move.
No,
right?
no.
That's
I'm
very
not-
different.
this has nothing to do with the pursuit of physicality. It
Okay,
has
thank you.
only.
This is just the approach.
This is just the approach to be like, hey,
I'm
I
not
would
trying
like.
to get canceled here.
I
Either,
would-
No.
So.
Be
I
like,
would
I would
also
like to
say-
take you out.
I would also say it's a big thing too if someone says, I'm just not interested in dating, period.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then you still continue to
Yes.
try to pursue.
Yeah.
1000%.
That's also a big thing.
If
Okay.
It
there's-
really
if
matters
there's
to you.
clear clarification
Yes.
in the sense of like, look, I'm not ready. Hey,
Yeah.
you're really cool. I want to be friends. Like, dude, get the note. Take the note.
I
Move
remember
on.
how she turned me down too. So she was working at Cafe Via.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cafe Evia.
Yeah, she's working at Cafe Via, and we went to McDonald's, which is right across the street because we lived at the plazas at the time, and we used to party with all the girls that worked at Cafe Via. Right, this is right before your wife started working there. So they're like, "Hey, Sarah's there," and of course, I always talk about boobs all the time, with my friends, so they know I'm a boob fan. So they're like, "You need to meet Sarah. You like Sarah. you
need
like
to-
Sarah." Yeah.
I know a girl that's right up your alley.
And we went across the street and Sarah was working there. And I remember like loosely trying to hit on her. And she just goes, not interested. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right.
She writes on like his coffee cup. No.
Yeah, just no. And she was with someone at the time. Like she had a boyfriend at the time. So I get it. But yeah. Happy birthday, Sarah. The most confusing, complicated woman I've ever met my whole life. And the person that can't just fucking tell me what she wants for her birthday. So I did it.
You did it?
I think I got one of the best gifts. So for Christmas, I got her a menagerie of things, a bunch of different stuff, right?
Mhm.
That she likes, like an ice maker that we use all the time, or her puzzle board table thing because she
Okay.
likes doing puzzles. Like I thought I nailed it with all the little things that she likes. This is something that she's been trying to hint that I buy for years, and I haven't, and I finally got it for her.
What'd you get her?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, why is she in the chat?
I don't know if she's in the chat, but I'm not
That
gonna
was
tell
a fun
her.
ramp up for nothing.
I
Thanks,
know.
Drew.
Yeah. He like
Wait,
hyped it
since-
up and then
hang
said
on.
nothing.
It's something that I finally cued it, because when you're with someone for so long, you'll kind of deaden the hint.
Mhm.
Your day to day is so often and so much that you'll deaden the hint. It dawned on me 2 days ago.
Is it something that she's been hinting for a while? Like,
Yeah.
is it something that we've talked about on air?
She's been hinting for it for so long, but so subtly.
Is it something we've brought up?
No.
Like
No.
something we've wanted?
Can I take a guess? Did you pick up the pack of Blue Chew?
No. Dude, that's not a present for her. That's not a present for her. She'd be like, get that shit the fuck out of this house.
But babe, I've had 4.
What are we gonna do? We need to do something about this.
I'm the human compass right now.
Yeah. No, but she's been hinting so long for this and so subtly that even if me saying this, she won't even know
Nice.
what it is.
Like
so
good.
She will be genuinely surprised, and I think she's going to be genuinely stoked.
It's a second Tahoe.
Hey, do that yell thing for Drew.
The yippee.
Yay!
Okay, hang on.
I am excited.
You forget, he's slow.
Well, no.
Man.
I'm running board. I'm having conversation. I got 3 tabs open.
I meant with the computer.
I think
Was that for Elliott or Drew finding the button?
I'm not
I think he's
blaming
slow
you.
in general.
I'm not blaming you for it, but I'm reminding
There
you.
you go. You know what? You get Wilhelm. You made me want to talk about something, though, and then I promise we'll get to our checking in with everybody.
We're never going to get to it.
No, we probably won't, but that doesn't matter. You were talking about dating and like the beginning parts of dating. Why did we romanticize cheating in movies?
What do you mean?
I was thinking about this. Like, think about The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer is
No, you're right. Yeah.
The Wedding Singer is arguably one of the better, if not best, like rom-coms of the early or late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
80s and 90s. The Wedding Singer came out in like the year 1998.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
They had
it's
long-
not
80s. I
Are
thought it
you
was
It's not an 80s movie.
Little Lauren wasn't
Really?
born yet.
well.
I don't think I don't know.
I thought it was like early.
Yeah, 98. My parents weren't even
Wow.
married yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was one of like his. So when did Waterboy come? You know, it's
such a good movie.
We'll go down the rabbit hole.
There
Adam
has
Sandler.
been no Adam Sandler movies released in the 80s, dog.
Wow, I thought it was like
Even I know
the
that.
hair is what made me. Wait, he did Waterboy and Wedding Singer in the same year?
Yeah, 'cause he's a
You
boss.
fool.
He was crushed.
Adam
by it.
Sandler's
Okay,
the man.
late 90s. I thought it was earlier 90s. Anyway, why is it that like the stories about him being the extra guy in a relationship? And it made me think, I feel like there's a lot of movies where that's the case.
I got one for you.
Okay.
So my favorite rom-com of all time is Serendipity. And it's about 2 people that have an amazing experience with each other one night.
Yeah.
No sex, nothing. They just met each other and really and
Yeah, I remember this.
so she leaves it to chance that he finds her number, right? They separate, years go by, they're both engaged, about to be married. And at the same time, the world's like pulling them together. And it's a cute movie.
Yeah.
But if you really put it down on paper, both of these people are in a relationship. They're both engaged. Okay.
Right.
And they both get the fuck away from their loved ones to go cheat on them with each other and find them. Now, if you think about it, that's kind of fucked up. I got one better.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're talking about
There's
this.
a lot of these.
I got one better.
I think this is why
Wedding
I don't
Crashers, same thing.
Okay, so
I
it
don't
was
know
set
any
in
of
the,
these, but I
so it
don't
was set
like
in the early
most
80s. That's
rom-coms.
why.
Yeah. Wedding Crashers, The Notebook. You start thinking of all these movies.
I got a good one.
Take it away.
Well, The Notebook doesn't count because The Notebook.
Because the mom was in the way.
Wait, hold on.
She was hiding the letters.
The Notebook doesn't count, and I could give you reasons why, but that's not going to be this rant.
Love
Oh my
Ryan
God,
Gosling.
I got a good one.
Keep going. Keep going.
Rose from Titanic as a fucking bitch. Okay, let me explain before you try to get on me. Let's think about this.
No, I haven't seen the Titanic.
Okay,
All I know is the
what
ship
have you
sink.
watched?
You're falling into like Jess territory here.
Yeah, oh my God, you work in media. It's one of the highest grossing films of all time.
Yes,
okay, anyways,
I know.
so let's
Not
set this up. Let's set this the fuck up.
Set it up.
So Rose is this betrothed woman to this asshole dude. Yes, fine. Falls in love with Jack. Okay. And we'll take the obvious, they both could have fit on the wood part aside. She just let this guy that she just banged behind her fiance's back die in the fucking water. All right. Let's take that to the side.
True story.
So Rose lives a whole ass life.
Whole life.
She's like 90 something
Like
in that movie.
110.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The movie ends with her throwing throwing
into the ocean.
the heart of the ocean, which is this like priceless thing,
Probably worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
I don't know.
It's based on the
millions.
Hope Diamond.
Okay, throws it in the fucking ocean. She dies. And when she dies, who is there at the top of the fucking ladder? Jack. But let me say this. She lived a whole ass life with the dude that probably worked his fucking ass off. They had kids.
They had kids.
They had grandkids.
They got family.
Well, the whole time her hiding something that was worth hundreds of millions of dollars that she could have been like, hey, baby, you don't need to work. We're going to sell this shit. We'll live like fucking royalty. He works his whole ass life for this bitch. And when she dies, she thinks about the dude that she let die in the water, not the guy that dedicated fucking 80 years of his life to her. What a fucking bitch. She's a bitch.
Well done.
I love it. Like, why?
amazing.
Well
Why,
done.
in God's sake, is everyone like, oh my God, it's such a good love story? I'm thinking of the poor bastard that married her
Yeah.
that gets pushed to the side when she dies. That's who she sees in heaven.
It's called romanticism, Drew.
That's fucked up.
But like,
It's called Drew. You know this was fake, right?
People aren't looking at it correctly. And no,
No,
I am not one of those, oh, how dare women do things, dude. I'm saying in the context of, and this is what I think that we're getting fucked up. And this is when it goes back to what you're saying about romanticizing the cheat or the first love or whatever. We all have our own first loves.
Sure.
But what counts more is the person that dedicates their fucking life to you. The guy that does the hard work to keep you happy. That's who fucking matters.
oh yeah.
That's who matters.
But hey, Jack was king of the world.
And it was
And, like-
Leonardo DiCaprio, so
And like,
I don't.
I just hope my wife never bumps
Not a
into
fan.
And the
Leonardo
fact-
DiCaprio.
I'm not a.
young Leo was dreamy.
The
Old
fact-
Leo's kind of like,
kind of
Well,
cringy.
is your wife over 25?
yeah.
hey, he moved
I might be good. I might be good.
I think he moved it to 27 now. He's growing.
the
No,
fact,
I thought it was 26.
the fact that she was sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars and let that poor bastard go work the coal mines or something. What an asshole.
Working the steel mill.
I think,
What an asshole.
I think there's like the cut ending scene. I think I've seen a clip of that where she's like talking about how like she wouldn't have wanted to sell it anyway because it just brought like
oh,
all
what
sorts of pain
that-
and misery
oh,
everywhere. Like,
I'm
blood
sorry for
money
her
shit.
emotions. Yeah. Oh, poor Rose. It's
Again.
so hard
Again.
for her to make
Again.
$100 million
This is-
so they don't have to work
This is
ever.
me. This is me saying this as someone who's not watched the Titanic. This is just. I think I saw that clip somewhere. It was like the unused ending or whatever.
See, Beeples gets it. Beeple's been saying this whole time.
Facts.
Facts. Thank you.
Thanks,
I know
chat.
I'm right. I know I'm right.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
You're right.
We're gonna let you win this one today.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
no,
Am I wrong?
We're
Sarah,
not. No
Sarah
one,
probably disagrees, but it's cool.
nobody in this room is disagreeing with you. It's okay.
I'll tell you this right now.
Sarah's
If
like,
Sarah,
babe, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
no. If Sarah in her like shoebox somewhere has a piece of something that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars and she lets me go lose my fucking hair having to deal with, I'm literally right now waiting to see if one of my clients is or is not pulling out of a purchase, which if he does, that's fine. I'm going to pull him right out because that's my job. But it's either I get paid or I don't.
Right.
And if she has something that would allow me not to fucking work, she's sitting on a goddamn winning lottery ticket, and I'm just like, I'm dealing with stress my whole life. Oh, I'd be so pissed.
I gotta say though,
I'd chuck her ass off the boat. I'd be like this.
I would say though that would be some all-time hater energy. Like this would be you would be considered the greatest hater of all time. Walk on this path with me.
Okay.
You like despise this person, right? How's the best way to get back at them? You marry them, you make them be the breadwinner, so they have to worry about all the financial burden.
But you don't actually
While
love them.
you've been financially set for your entire life. You watch them go through stress. You watch them lose hair. You watch them get health issues just for you to be like, damn, bro. I don't know how we're going to survive knowing damn well you're going to be just fine.
Yeah. You'll be
That
just
would be
fine.
some great, you'd be the greatest hater of all time.
That'd be
So,
amazing.
that was just
But no,
just a little thought
but
that I had.
I mean, you're right. Rose
Yeah.
was selfish.
Yeah.
Rose was
Completely.
selfish. Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying, like, why were so many movies in the 90s and 2000s? Why did we romanticize the guy ruining relationships. It's like every Hallmark channel ever.
I think a lot of those they're either incompatible or like the person that they are going out on are like complete villainous assholes.
Right. Like,
or just like mean, or they're cheaters themselves to kind of justify the act.
Right.
Like
I get that.
Like in The Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer, yeah. He was a scumbag.
cheater.
He was a cheater, scumbag. But I mean, like, why did we romanticize what was beyond our world?
Why are you even thinking about that?
You brought this up because your break was, you want to talk about Rose, and it made me think, like, Rose cheated.
Yeah.
And sure, that guy was an ass, but, like, he didn't cheat on her. He was just kind of like old money.
He was
douche.
an old money prick.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, he got kind of murderous at the end, like trying to get off the fucking boat.
Yeah. But I mean, like, life and death situation, you got to survive, baby.
and you know what? From his point of view, if I found out one of those bunker rats were screwing my debutante, I'd shoot that motherfucker too. I'd be like, I'm going in this water. Fuck you, man. And you fuck my lady.
And what's
Fuck
even
you.
crazy, it's probably in his car.
Yeah. It was his car.
It was his car.
You fuck.
That's
cucked
some
me.
next level.
You cucked me in my own car. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
You
like,
can eat this lead.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm surviving out
All
of
right.
spite alone.
I got a prompt for you then, Elliot.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
So,
dear.
would you rather have Lady Jams be obsessed about cheating, romanticized movies in
I
the
already
90s,
don't like this prompt.
or true crime?
I would say probably true crime.
True crime.
True
yeah.
crime. I mean,
True
like,
crime's just cool.
And just start looking out for like.
I mean, we watch
the signs in
we
the
watch,
house.
yeah, we watch documentaries all the time anyway. So like, that doesn't feel
You shake your head, Drew. Be careful.
like. And if I'm gonna get whacked, you know,
True
it's
crime,
like,
most of them get caught.
Do you know why? Do you
Not
know
all. That's
why
what
I was so apprehensive to get married?
take it away.
Is because my biggest fear is literally, this is it. My biggest fear is going to jail for something I didn't do. Right.
No.
Getting gone,
No.
girl.
We watched a lot. Me and Sarah, it used to be our thing in the very early stages of our relationship. We watched a lot of 2020, a lot of 48 hours,
Exactly.
murder mysteries. And I was like, dude, cops hone in so hard and will create such a scenario
Mhm.
that a husband murdered his wife. It, God forbid, anything happened to her. I'm like, dude, she could be 10 miles away and like fall off a bike and break her leg. And the cops are going to be like, yeah, you hired someone to push her off that bike.
Yeah, Drew
You
was
know?
there. I saw him. They photoshopped Drew.
So I told her,
If you're dating him anyway, though, you're still going to run into that problem.
well, I told her, I was like, look, I don't want to be an inheritor of anything. Like, we're separate. You know what I mean? So I told her I want that separation. I do not want to be the beneficiary of anything from you. Life insurance, nothing. I was like, I know that that's kind of wonky, but I don't.
Well,
I don't want it.
I don't think she wants anything that I have because it's just student loan debt.
It's just debt.
I'm in the perfect situation now where it's like she can't date me for money because it is not mine.
What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something right now. Shit. Why am I blanking?
Oh, the brain fart.
Yeah, I just got a brain. I was just going to
Farted.
ask Elliot something.
Is it money related? Because I don't have it.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you got 3 G's real quick? Nope.
Oh, are you engaged yet?
No.
Man.
Not yet. I've
Wasn't
been
it?
gone. What am
Oh,
I
yeah,
going to
'cause-
mail her an engagement?
Yeah, because she was in school, right?
You know, like
she
those-
didn't go on the vacation.
You know, like, yeah, like those old school confessions. Do you like me? Yes, check yes, check no. will you marry me? Check yes or no.
When are you going to ask her?
I can't. She watches. She watches. I know, but she doesn't comment, so I know she's watching.
She's in the chat.
She's a sneaky sneakerson.
Can I ask if it's going to be in the next 6 months?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in the next 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our Elliot's becoming a big boy.
Yeah, no. I had told her. I had told her it was gonna be probably towards the end of the year,
Okay, but here's the deal.
but I don't want to tell her. It might be tomorrow.
Have
It might
you
be
thought
today.
about ways yet?
I know. I've known how I was gonna do it.
Oh,
for a
you
while.
have it all
Yeah,
mapped
yeah,
out.
I've
I
got
love
mapped
it.
out.
Listen, Elliot, if I'm not involved in this and somehow, I'm going to be
Your work
very,
husband.
very disappointed in you. And
See, the problem is if I involve you,
Mhm.
She's gonna know something's up.
No.
What are you gonna?
No, I'll just like sneak out of the bush and be like, when the moon hits you, I like a big pizza pie.
That's a motto.
I want to be involved in this. I want to set some shit up, man. I want to do something intricate. Let's go.
Maybe you could have him like take pictures.
See, here's the, yeah. Ooh, that's good.
I'm gonna have to buy Drew a ghillie suit.
Let me. Okay, do me a favor.
He would like
just
that.
give me this promise. I will hide. Okay, but let me take your engagement photos because you need them. People don't. People do them. You're a public figure. You're gonna need. You're gonna need engagement photos. So let me take those photos. Let me do it.
We'll be in talks. Okay.
What did we just listen to?
Don't worry, I'll keep your secrets.
I definitely
of your homosexuality. Lady Jams, the ultimate cover for Elliott's gayness.
Lady Jams is also a 35-year-old Filipino man.
That's how he likes them.
They're tan and they make great food. It's true.
Okay. Everyone's just quiet. What? Okay.
All right. Well, let's finally get into our check-ins here, shall we?
No, we should probably take a quick break. We have to take 4 breaks.
4?
4.
Okay. Now that I know we need we have to hit quota.
Quota.
We'll take our first quota break, and then we will be back. We'll do our check-in.
We'll be back in like 5
That was
minutes.
a bit of our cold open.
Yeah.
Cold open.
5 minutes. We'll get right into it.
God, Darren. God. Darren's washed. Darren's washed. All right.
What's up? This is Drew with the Do Over podcast. Sitting with me, the world's largest foot ever recorded to walk in to Brown Shoe Fit Co. in downtown Visalia, Elliott Jams.
Thank you. These giant feet, they keep me planted with all the craziness of my life, but it's all thanks to these massive feet and the shoes and the boots that cover them over at Brown's.
Now, if you didn't know, Brown Shoe Fit Co. in downtown Visalia at the southwest corner of Main and Locust is the only spot you should be going to get your footwear on. And they give you that old school kind of care. You walk in, and in Elliott's case, he clomps in. Josh was like, whoa, I don't even know if I can measure that foot. I need a specialized instrument.
Had to walk in sideways just to make sure my feet could get in.
Now, of course, singing the praises of Browns is something that we do all the time. And even though it's summer, and summer sucks in the Central Valley,
it's a little on the hotter side.
The one cool thing about it is Brown's semi-annual sale. A ton of inventory, 25, and in some cases, 50% off. And it just started. You're lucky that you follow and listen to us because now you know you can go get the hookup over at Brown's.
Drew, if there's one thing I love, it's a sweet deal.
I know you love a sweet deal.
And if there's one thing I love even more than a sweet deal, it's a sweet deal over at Brown's.
That's right. And they have a plethora of options from name brands, including Birkenstock and my personal favorite, Hoka. And if you can get a little bit of a discount, some of them kicks, you know where to go. Brown Shoe Fit Co. in Visalia is a big, giant supporter of the Do Over podcast. We support them, so go take advantage of the semi-annual sale that's going on now. Boom.
And we're back like
I was
we
gonna
never
smack
left.
Here. We do have a new location. It should be coming up rather soon.
That should just be our background.
Yeah.
It's kind of ugly.
Dude,
I can't lie.
It's like we could do stuff with it, but
We can. It's there.
it's there.
It works.
You haven't
Yeah.
decorated yet?
We just got it. And it was funny, like they painted the walls and
Great color.
It's a good color.
Great color.
But the girls from Hot and Talking painted the walls. And I was like, hey, how's the paint job? They're like, it's pretty good. I'm like, looks kind of splotchy to me. So I got 2 gallons. I'll probably have to go there. And then before we go, we're going to bring this back to original state.
Oh, wait, we got to paint it again?
Yeah, we're going to bring it to its original state, dude.
It looks so much better.
The people here have been so gracious to us.
They've
and
been very
I
gracious.
I want to do something great for them before we go, because I do greatly appreciate using this location. It's just like we kind of outgrew it with what we need to do as far as like space is concerned.
Well, it's also like, it's kind of tough having to talk to people with 4 cameras in between us.
Yeah, it'll be a lot better as far as angles and lighting and stuff like that. But we're definitely gonna like I have made 8 keys for the location.
Ooh,
One of them is for the person that has let us use this building. I'm not going to give you details on where we're at because I don't want people driving by or anything.
You should
but
just make
Please don't
one.
find
You
us.
should make one a scavenger hunt and make it the great
Cody's
race.
Cody's listening right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
waiting for that address.
Cody's waiting. He's like, oh, I'll come right by. So that's coming up very soon. You'll see some different looking areas coming up probably in the next few weeks.
Correct.
Sweet.
All right, well, let's check in with everyone. It has been a while since I have seen Little Lauren. It's been a while since I've seen the Dare Bear. How have you two been? We'll start with Little Lauren because ladies first.
Okay. Pretty good. I wrapped up my second year of university, so I'm going into my
University.
She calls it university.
University.
That's
Because
so
I have-
European of you.
Yes.
because I have international friends, and when I say college, they go, "What now?" But
You have to Americanize them.
Yeah.
They came to us.
You
didn't go
assimilate
to
them.
No,
You didn't
no,
get
it's
it's not
not
like you went to Oxford.
no,
You-
well, they're not in the U.S.
What?
There's this thing called the internet that you
Oh.
can talk to people through.
Oh, I thought the
Internet
internet is just where
friends.
you spew hatred towards people and
Is
like
it
lie
similar
about
to
everything.
AOL?
AOL Messenger. Shout out AOL Messenger.
Eddie from Visalia, you
That
suck and
is-
stink, Elliot.
It's all right. We've been going back and forth. It's good fun.
That's it. I mean,
That's it?
just
Nothing else going on.
Really?
No major announcements.
There wasn't
No.
a major announcement about this
Nothing
project that you're doing
blew up LinkedIn.
that got like 5 million views in like 2 days. Nothing
that's
like
just the trailer. I'm not in the trailer. I don't say anything in the trailer.
but you're a part of it.
You're a part of it, Lauren.
I am.
Okay, so give us the details.
Okay. So there's this new show coming out from an indie animation studio called Glitch.
Mhm.
They have their new show Knights of Guinevere coming out that I'm in.
Knights of Guinevere.
And that one is created by, I don't know if you guys are super familiar with Disney cartoons, but the creator, she created the Owl House for Disney.
Mhm.
Sweet.
She worked on Gravity Falls as a storyboarder.
Very cool.
Same
Gravity
thing.
Falls, iconic.
Same thing with the more recent DuckTales. So
Ooh, right. So
Which
they-
was really good.
yes.
Yeah.
People don't give credit
Yes.
how good DuckTales actually
that DuckTales
was.
show was very
It
good.
was
and also-
so much better than it deserved to be.
Gravity Falls, animation wise,
Yeah.
for Disney, was carrying the
is-
company.
She was a huge contributor to that show. So
That's rad.
And you were just gonna like brush that
Wow.
off? That's
I mean,
Okay,
crazy.
so-
I'm very
Oh, hold on. So she does an
So strange
announcement.
to talk
Allow
about.
me.
Please
Allow me.
be the proud parent.
So super famous Lauren is now in a project called Knights of Guinevere from Studio Glitch, as we know. And then when she sent a link, look at her.
She's so embarrassed.
So
How cringe.
she sent a link, and I clicked on that link.
I didn't send it. My mom did.
Your mom did.
Yeah.
Still.
Your mom is a very proud mom.
And I clicked on it, and it had 5.5 million views in less than 2 days.
Wait, which post was this? The
trailer.
Oh yeah, the trailer. Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. This is a big fucking deal.
Glitch is huge on YouTube right now.
It's
Glitch-
big.
Glitch is like one of the big, and this is the first 2D animation production they've done.
Yeah.
It was a completely new department. One of my friends slash people I've worked with before, they're an animator who does like all sorts of anime, like Mob Psycho, One Piece,
Mhm.
Castlevania.
Wait. Whoa. Quick pump on the brakes here.
Yeah.
Animator of Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she works on those shows. She works on a bunch of other ones too. She's in the
Mob
Philippines.
Psycho is perfection.
So without giving spoilers,
Yes,
what's
of
the
course.
setup of the show?
I
You
mean,
say be very careful?
I would easily say that the best way you can get a feel for the show is to watch the trailer. Go to Glitch Productions on YouTube and just check their newest video. But it is a psychological thriller.
Love it.
It's a psychological thriller. And it's
Are there superpowers?
I can't say anything like that. That's all story related.
It's okay. You can leave it at psychological
Is-
thriller.
Yeah, it's a psychological thriller.
Is there bears in it?
and
Like grizzly bears?
it's really fun. It's really fun. The animation is really gorgeous.
Can you say anything about the character you'll be voicing?
Oh, I can say the name of her.
Okay.
Her name is Olivia Park. I voiced the younger version of her. Her older version is voiced by my friend Erin Nicole Lundquist. Excellent actor as well, but I'm the kid version. the one who shows up in the trailer. The older one's not in the trailer.
Yeah, I noticed that
Very
your
cool,
character
very cool.
did appear in the trailer.
I was shocked how much she's in the trailer. I was actually really shocked that she was in like 70% of the trailer.
I mean, that's awesome. And you're like not talking about it. And I know you're not allowed to talk about it, but you should be very, like if I was Drew.
Yeah.
Let's say I finally get my act right.
Yeah.
And I start voice acting on the low.
Right.
You know, and I give my voice acting name Ellie Lolo.
Ellie Lolo.
Ellie Lolo, because I want to keep it on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I get put on a major trailer of a 5 million viewed trailer. I'm letting everybody know.
Everyone's going to know.
That's on my damn business card, dude. Look at that. That's me right there. I'm that silly baka.
If one of our episodes got 10,000 views, everyone would know. I would be insufferable.
I've done projects that have gotten millions of views before. It's so much different talking about my work in person, and like it feels to me like bragging about it. Like I don't talk about my work very much in person. It's very awkward.
You're gonna need to get used to this if you're gonna like be climbing a ladder in bigger projects.
I mean, I do it doing it like as work, social media, whatever. That's very different to me than like telling people in person that I know personally. That's very different to me.
Gotcha. Like making announcements on your social media to fans and randos is one thing. But
let me make it easy for you, okay? In this group, we expect you to brag.
Yes.
We used to do something.
I'm Asian. That's not in our damn culture.
Well, you're going to have to get over it. And I know some pretty haughty Asians that are always bragging about how great they are.
Literally one of my oldest friends. The most cocky SOB out there.
Yeah, but you know, like we're more traditional.
Fair enough. Can I ask you something? I mean, and you can say no.
Of course.
Give me the whole plot.
No. See, this is going to be me trying to leverage my friendship with Lil Lauren to talk to an animator from Mob Psycho or One Piece. Would they be willing to do an interview?
Probably not, because she's in the Philippines. She lives in the Philippines. Her time zone is very chaotic.
I am.
I mostly know her because I've done work with her in the past. But she is super, super great.
If she's worked on Mob Psycho, I'm fangirling hard.
I can show you some of the stuff she's worked on later. But also too, I know you're a fan of JJK.
Yeah.
One of our voice actors also in the show who, when I did a table read last year when I was on vacation, she voices the English dub for Yuta for JJK.
Yeah.
That is Kaylee. She is voicing another character in the show too.
Wow. And so I want to talk to you really quickly because you said it's like a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
Glitch really got popular in large part to Animated Circus.
Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones were the first two really big shows.
Mm-hmm. And I know those are both also kind of like psychological kind of thrillers in a sense. Yeah. Like there's jokes in there, but it's more of like you not going insane in an AI world, right?
Yeah.
Is that just kind of like the studio's MO? Or
the studio's MO is to make stuff, because there was a gap in the market. There's stuff for kids and then there's stuff for adults.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to make something more for that young adult range, but also something that didn't restrict creators as much. Because when Dana, one of our showrunners, and her other two writers and show creators who worked on Owl House, the show is supposed to be much darker than what you got.
Yeah.
But because it was on Disney, they
gotta fluff it up big time.
Half the show was supposed to take place in hell. Half the show of Owl House was supposed to take place in hell, and that's not quite Disney brand friendly.
I don't know, man. That Marvel Zombies.
It looks pretty metal.
Yes,
pretty sick.
But this was a Disney Channel show. This was like a Disney Channel kids show.
Yeah,
Disney Junior. Baby.
Yeah, on Disney DX, we got Marvel Zombies.
XD.
Oh, sorry.
Get it right, Elliott.
DX.
I was a Cartoon Network guy.
DX.
I was DX is one of the best tag teams ever, but different thing.
So their whole thing is kind of making that middle ground, and they do a lot of like that action psychedelic thriller stuff, or like. Because that's just kind of the age range that works really well with it.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Congratulations. We're very proud of you, Lil Lauren.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's been very weird because I'm not usually a big attention person.
Oh, God, stop.
So it's just been weird.
And I also appreciate that she hella confirmed that bears are in this show.
It's
Nope,
actually
Grizzly
I
It's
did
actually
not.
riddled.
Chicago Bears.
She
I've
said
confirmed-
there's so many
Riddled with
bears.
Okay, for
Caleb Williams.
legal purposes,
Gummy bears.
for legal purposes, I've confirmed nothing in the show. For legal purposes, because I got
I know that bears are in there.
because I got a message literally last night from Glitch being like, "Hey, congrats, but here are our ground rules. Don't mention these certain things." So legally speaking, I've confirmed nothing other than what has already been publicly stated.
Yeah, the fact that
I
there's
would love
tons
to
of
keep
bears.
my
in
job.
there. There's so many bears fighting each other.
I would
watch the show,
love to keep
no
my
bears.
job.
Just a bunch of hairy gay guys.
What if? And then if not, I'm gonna make my own supercut of it. I'm just gonna have the intro roll, and then it's just two bears fighting each other. I'll be like, man, this is some good shit. Have you seen Grizzly Man?
I don't know what that is.
Timothy Treadwell. You don't know about Grizzly
Who
Man?
is Timothy Treadwell?
Oh my God, you don't know about Grizzly Man?
He didn't tread well enough.
I'm
Have
telling
you watched
Okay.
White Chicks?
Yes, I have watched White
So
Chicks.
there is
I
Jess.
have
Is
watched
that
White
you?
Chicks.
We're on the same line.
I have seen that.
There was a documentary that came out called Grizzly Man. It's about this guy. He kind of, I think he was like a failed actor, and he was kind of,
Thank you, Orc.
he was kind of wonky. You know what I mean? But
2005. Yeah, no wonder I haven't watched.
oh my
it.
God, right here.
Sorry.
Okay. So he was kind of like weird, right? That's Timothy Treadwell. Okay.
Okay.
He was a conservationist.
He relates more to bears than people.
He would move.
Okay.
He would move himself every spring to the Grizzly Maze in Alaska. And he was doing it for like a decade. And he would go on these crazy rants about people fucking up and fucking the world up and poaching the bears, which is a good cause, right?
Yeah.
So he would get the most insanely gorgeous wildlife photography because he was just living in a fucking tent in the middle of all these grizzly bears. There's like 130, 140 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first time he started dating someone on the off season, this woman, the first time he brought the woman with him to do it, they were both eaten by bears. Both of them killed and eaten by the grizzly bears. And I'm talking like these bears would come up to him and be like, shoo. And they'd be like, "Rrr," and like they would like go. There is a fight scene between two bears that are like kind of, close in age, trying to like
Territorial match.
territorial.
Yeah.
It is the most crazy natural force of anything that you've ever seen. Like one of them is getting bit and he like shits himself. And it is crazy. But the guy got some of the most gorgeous wildlife footage you've ever seen. A fox just befriended him and just walked around with him all the time. He was like a little buddy. You know what I
What
mean?
would you be more willing to do? Would you be more willing to be like a shark photographer? Or would you be more willing to be a bear photographer?
Bear. I feel completely hopeless in water. Like if a shark wants to eat your ass in water, you may have a chance if a bear's on your ass. You know what I mean? You may, very slight, but you may have a shot. If you're in the water and a shark's gonna eat your ass, you're gonna get eaten. That's just it.
I always get so like freaked out for those like photographers and those videographers that do like Shark Week, and they're like, "This is my pride and joy. I love them. They're like sea pops." And you're like, "Bro, what?"
I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on the type of shark, I guess.
Well,
People
the way
say that about people.
Yeah.
You ever see those videos of like the scuba divers flipping tiger sharks?
Yeah.
Like a tiger shark
And they
tries
touch
to
their
like nub him,
nose
just
and
like,
they push them
whoop.
away.
I mean,
Like get flipped, idiot.
well, I mean, that's kind of how
Get
you
got,
have to
bitch.
do it. You just kind of have to like guide them by the nose and be like, "Hey,
If a great white
right
shark
here."
is stalking you, and
Well,
then
yeah,
you're gonna fucking die.
yeah.
And
I said it depends on the shark.
If a mako shark is stalking you, you're cooked, fam.
I don't know. There's something about being a fish out of water, pun intended, in the water.
Right.
Like
Well,
yeah.
it is
it's
not
almost like they can breathe there and you can't.
I'm not a merman.
almost, right? No, but it's kind of like, dude, I would just feel like completely helpless unless I had like something. But even then, you won't even know a great white's on you until they've like struck you.
Yeah, until you're 50 feet in the air
Yeah.
doing flips,
Feel
yeah,
like a
broken
seal.
sternum. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, have you seen that video of that girl that got her leg bit off? So it was like two tour boats, and they would like drop anchor and let them swim in the open ocean, right, as part of like the thing, and then they would pull them back in. And she was in the middle of the ocean, and you see the gray kind of blob come up to her and just fucking bite her leg straight off. And she survived, but it is so frightening to me.
Yeah.
To not be in control of that. At least if a bear's on you, like you're okay, I'm gonna die, but I got this knife and I got a chance. You know what I mean?
Maybe like if you have a 50 cal, you got a chance.
No.
But a knife, I don't know.
No. If you had, honestly,
but at least you don't have to come up for air.
If you had a foot long, like full tang, sharp Bowie knife of some kind, and it's like this big, and you have a good grip on it, and you get it in the jug, you would have a chance of survival.
Yeah.
Like if it's biting you and you're like in its neck, you will have a chance to get it off of you.
Well, also too, the difference is sharks, like mammals versus fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fish are a lot more durable, I would say.
Like shark skin and
shark skin. Well, shark skin, and also the fact that they don't have a singular brain mass. Like humans, mammals all have like a singular brain.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks don't have that. They have a neural system.
They're just all smoke.
They have a neural system up in their head. So it's not like one singular spot is like their entire brain. So it's like part of it's here in their head, part of it's back here, part of it's here to the sides. I know because we had to dissect sharks in high school.
I know. I'm looking at it right now.
That's crazy. You had to dissect sharks in high school?
I felt kind of bad. I'm a
Way
huge
better than
animal
frogs.
Yeah.
Way better than frogs.
We didn't do frogs, but we did have
frogs,
to.
yeah.
We did have to do earthworms while they were still alive.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of dissection.
I put those on fishing hooks all the time. You know.
Yeah, but like, it was kind of
Blow
weird.
them up with air.
It was kind of weird cutting them open and seeing their heartbeat.
I love that we were going to check in with everybody. We just totally blew off Darren.
Yeah, you did.
Darren, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Darren?
Good.
You know what? It doesn't matter anymore. Let's keep trucking along here. Let's keep trucking along. I had this prompt that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Oh, for real?
It's called, I'm calling it the Yucky Day streak. It's been going around the internet lately. You get 100K for every day you don't shower.
Bro.
How many days you going?
It's gross.
If I get $100,000 for every day I don't shower, I'd go like 4 years. Are you kidding me? And then I would be so filthy rich. So you'd
be filthy, all right.
Hold on. Let's do the math. This is such a stupid question.
Hey, Ort,
all right.
Can you pull up the deal with the guy that didn't bathe for like years, and then he finally showered and he ended up passing away from an illness?
That was the guy in like the Middle East, right?
Yeah, it was like India, Pakistan, something like that.
Yeah, I think it might have been like Iran. He was.
Yeah. He didn't, and he lived in a cave
for like 40 years.
Okay.
He didn't bathe.
So you're getting almost $37 million a year if you just don't bathe. I mean, I would do it for at least a year. Like, fuck it.
But you know, like when you when you wake up.
Hold on. Does me jumping in a pool count as bathing? If I just jump in and jump out to swim?
Any chance of like,
or does soap need to touch my body and I need to go, I'm bathing. What if I like run through the sprinklers? Does that count?
Ooh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Answer my question.
I just went with bathing, man.
But
no, you can't rinse off in the shower. You can't. No,
I'm not rinsing off. I'm just living life.
No, you can't go jump in the pool. Like, you got to be like that guy.
For a year. We're talking no brushing.
I think I could do it for at least.
We're talking no DO. Bro. We're talking just BO.
I think I could do it for at least.
Is he ripping like 10 darts right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's how that motherfucker rolled. Are you sure it's not from the 10 darts that he's smoking? What's what he died?
I mean,
he's some illness. It was called like lung cancer.
No.
So how far? Like, dude, I feel like I'm grimy after like if I don't brush my teeth after
Elliott,
the morning.
You're getting $100,000 a day.
Bathe, not brush your teeth.
Bathe and hygiene all go together.
Brushing your teeth is not the same as bathing.
What? So you're gonna just be gross and then have pearly whites? Come on.
Are you trying to tell me that if you were getting $100,000 a day, you couldn't do it for at least a month?
I think I could maybe.
That's $3 million.
I think I could do a month, but man, you would feel so gross.
So what?
Yeah,
I just made $3 million.
It's like that show Alone, you know? You think those guys are bathing out there?
Yeah, dude, there are people that are in the military that they have to hump out, fucking go for like weeks at a time without bathing. You don't think you could do it if you're making $100,000 a day?
We'll do like $100.
Wait,
No, $100 a day is almost not worth it. Yes.
May I ask a question?
You can.
As a woman, though, when you go on your period, are you allowed to?
No.
Yeah, a little grosser.
No, that's definitely a little grosser. Way to make it gross, little Lauren, bringing up women's bodies.
She's leaving a trail.
Oh, no. Took us
I
45 minutes to get
Everyone's
there.
all, get in your hut. Get in your hut.
Go on, scat. Scat.
Yeah, go get in your
She's
hut.
out there
Smells like
foraging.
nickels.
She's out there foraging for food. Like she's out there with the raccoons.
I have to ask.
Why does it smell like pennies in here?
We'll be right back.
Okay, so any woman is like out after not very long. Then understood.
I mean, if you can truck it.
I think it's
kinda
too
like-
much. It's too much money. Like Darren had it right. You would have to do like $100 a day because most people are like, dude, $100 grand.
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
a-
fucking stupid?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I would live
Do you
in
see
my
what people
room.
are doing for 100 grand?
Yeah,
100 grand. I'd go up to when my period starts.
Yeah,
and then
exactly. I'm good.
Because
you still just made like $2 million.
exactly. 'Cause
It's
I'm like,
too
I
much
can't-
money.
I
$100
can't-
bucks.
if I
$100
can't
ain't
wash
worth
the
it.
blood
How about
off,
10 grand?
10
Still,
grand every day?
I would
10 grand a day.
I would still go at
Yeah.
least a month or two. I would try to make $1
haven't you ever
million.
been camping? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go to.
Fuck.
I'm an outdoorsman.
I would just
I'm
be
going
like,
to
I would
my-
explain to
I'm
my
starting
wife.
right before.
I would say, this is going to be the most shameful few months of my life. Do not let the girls in here. I'm going to sit and funk up this room. But,
Babe, I'm working remote.
yeah, but when I get out of this mess, okay, I went to war and back. I'm going to build us a house. She'd be
You
like,
know-
bye.
You do an open house.
You
This
do-
house smells awful.
and then she would reach in her shoebox
Oh,
and pull out
no.
the
Yeah.
the emerald that she's had.
The emerald. I'm like, damn you, Sarah. All of our problems going to be solved.
You
Okay,
know,
here, I got a prompt. I got a prompt.
Take it away.
I got a prompt.
We got prompts.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We got our prompts
With the Powerball being as high as it is,
1.7.
yeah, everyone talking about big dollars here. I got a question. You know how they say that money doesn't solve your problems? I think that's bullshit. I think that maybe your problems will look different, right? Because everyone has a problem to an extent.
Sure.
And if people let money corrupt them, sure, you're going to have problems. But if you can keep a narrow mind, I think money will solve the vast majority of people's problems.
I would imagine even if you had problems like mental issues or something like that, like 23-year-old Elliott, man, he would have burned through that money.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Like,
No problems.
I can tell you right now, if I got like $1 billion, I think your set of problems would be different. And no, you can't technically buy happiness, but you can buy comfort, right?
Daniel
Like-
Tosh had this joke that I've always lived by when it comes to the Powerball. I've never seen somebody frown on a jet ski. Yeah.
sad face.
No, my jet ski going 50 miles an hour
It's
on
also
the lake.
yeah. It's also like that saying, "I'd rather cry in a Mercedes Benz than on a bicycle." It's true. It's like, dude, if the money would, like Bob said, like 20K would be like almost life-changing money for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If I just got enough money to clear my debt as a clean slate,
Mm-hmm.
you would see an immediate visceral change
Oh my God.
in me.
If I had the
You know?
money, if I had the money that I'll have with these loans without having to pay it back, you'd be seeing a different kind of Elliott right now.
You would have a level of comfort that is not so riddled with stress and performance at all times. Because I'm an independent contractor. I sell homes. So I'm always stressing for the next sale, no matter what, because I have to keep on making money
Right.
in order to survive. Eliminating that stressor would change my life dramatically. So I don't buy it. I think your life can get significantly better
Oh my,
if
especially
you have a ton of money.
especially with the Powerball being 1.7 billion, because even after taxes, you're still getting a huge chunk of money that will
Yeah.
get you into generational wealth. So I mean, like,
Hold on, Brittany Bunny.
I wanna say something though to that. So because you just brought up taxes. At the end of the day, I think the Powerball, the Lotto, all this stuff is just a giant freaking scam by our government, because every single time there's a winner, there's always the same winner, and that's Uncle Sam, because 37% of that is going to Uncle Sam.
Not
So
in
it's,
all states.
There's a federal tax of 37%.
So yes,
Google AI told me.
No, you're right.
So it's obviously right.
Other states, California is very heavy on. They run it as income, so you'll be the 37% taxes taxed by the federal government off the top. Then they run that as income, so you could either do some tomfoolery by setting up companies or whatever in order to invest in with the money to lessen your tax burden, or you have to pay the tax bracket in which it would be. So if you got like $500 million, you're on like a 50% tax bracket or something like that. So let's say you get $1 billion, 37% is taken off the top. So you're left with what, 630 million. And then your tax bracket would put you in 47%. So you're actually getting cash out probably closer to like 380, 400. But let's not scoff at $400 million.
Yeah, dude.
And other states, hold on,
$370 million that just the government just took from all these people that tried to win some money. Like,
other states do not have that. They will run as it like gift funds or like reward funds are not taxed on top of the federal tax. So it depends on what state you're in and what they win is how the tax burden is handled.
So what state should I buy all my Lotto tickets?
Arkansas. And I'm pretty sure buy those farms.
Somewhere in the South, dude.
You can buy all those farms that Arkansas is having trouble with.
There's always a winner.
Arkansas.
Uncle Sam.
Oh my God, California, give me some money, please. We hate socialists. Now give me some socialist money, please.
Yeah, but go Razorbacks. Go Razorbacks. All right. I think we should take another break, and then we will get into some of our talking points. I've got a bunch. One I'm very upset about, and also I'm realizing I'm being experimented on, and I think we need to talk about that.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about that.
All right. We're coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up? This is Drew from the Do-Over Podcast posing a question. Are you feeling as drained and depleted as I am? It's kind of rough out there. Well, fret not. I got good news for you. There's a natural way to boost your energy, recover faster, and simply just feel your best. That boost is going to be found at Aqua Infusions. They specialize in IV drip therapy to help with athletic recovery, immunity support, hangover and detox, inflammation reduction by offering IV vitamin infusions and B12 shots, and much, much more. Their licensed nurses and board-certified emergency medicine doctors provide a safe, effective, and refreshing experience, and I mean refreshing. Find Aqua Infusions conveniently located inside the Armstrong Urgent Care Clinic on the corner of Shaw and Armstrong in Clovis. Book online at aquainfusions.com and use coupon code JED15 just for the Do-Over family. Or call and get an appointment at 559-492-8428. That's 559-492-8428. Aqua Infusions, providing IV drip therapy we can all enjoy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Really quickly, I want to say I had a talk with Elliott about being on the internet, that we have to be basically gorgeous people. And he didn't get the memo because McElliott Supreme is back.
I am. Though, I can't even lie.
McElliott Burrito Supreme is back.
The heaviest I've ever weighed was 197, I think.
What a fat ass.
I thought he looked good today.
Thank you. Needed that. I'm at 185. It's the heaviest I've been in 3 years. And I was like, I got on the scale at the gym the other day, and I know GB3 purposely bumps up their scales, but I was like,
that makes sense. That tracks.
But dude, I hit one of these. And I was like, damn, that's a lot.
Elliott,
that's a lot.
Elliott FaceTime me because I had to go over something with him, but I'm like, just fucking FaceTime me. I wanted to show him the chart that I made, the cryometer for Jess, which is fantastic, which is fucking great
work.
Yeah, thank you. So he's like, I can't, I'm fat. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm so fat.
You know when you're laying on the couch and like you hold your phone up and all you see is gobble?
No.
He was like FaceTiming me, and I was laying there. I was like, oh no, I gotta get out of here.
It's like,
so I immediately hit the X.
It's like those memes when it's like, hey, when you send your man a nude, this is what he looks like, and it's all.
Yeah, and it's always like, oh, that's so hot.
Fucking Burrito Supreme, Elliott, dude, McElliott Supreme. Yeah. And
there's a lot of chunky foods in San Diego.
He was talking about, though, that we could just rebrand the podcast.
I had a probably not so nice idea.
He wanted to call it Obesties. Where me and Elliott just pack on like 300 pounds.
I was like, if we
just mukbang.
If we just got like really big, we could change the name to Obesties. Again,
I told him that it's a winner. I was like, fuck yeah, man, Obesties.
So now Drew wants to do like pillow stuffing shirt mukbangs.
Yeah. So when Jess comes in next time, you're going, all right, Jess, here's the deal. We're changing the pod.
To Obesties.
Obesity. We really need you to start calorie.
I'm truly speechless.
What do you think about Obesties, Lord? Don't you think it's a good idea?
She's speechless.
You're younger.
I am speechless.
So you guys, your generation has turned the medical term obese into being a racial slur, which it's not.
No, it's not a racial slur. It's a medical condition. It's a
That's
medical
hate
Thank you.
speech.
It's, hey, you know what?
It's a medical condition. There's nothing hateful about a medical condition. There is an actual definition.
Did you see that someone was going over all of the body positive, like heavy influencers and how many of them have like legit died?
Yeah.
Like legit died from strokes or heart attacks.
Mhm.
And it's like, I've struggled with my weight my whole life. You know, I never got to a point where I was like way heavy, right? So thank God.
Mhm.
I carried it rather well. But like I've been up and down in weight my whole life. But somewhere along the line, people started convincing themselves that being obese is just like being healthy. And I know that people have different body types and they carry weight on a comfortable level. So I am trying to be sensitive because I know how, when you wear your either addiction or problems on the outside, how fucking paralyzing that can be.
Absolutely.
You know, if
I
like
get that.
if you are addicted to food, everyone knows you're addicted to food.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
But like you can fix that. And it somewhere along the line, it went from you can fix this to
Why should you?
you're a class of people.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're a person, but you're not a class of people that need to be like African Americans or Asians.
Yeah, it's
or,
not a race.
You are not. It's not a race of people. It's you are obese,
Mhm.
and the whole like heavy model thing started hitting and all this stuff. And again, different strokes from different folks. Some guys like them heavier.
Yeah.
Some guys like them skinnier.
Mhm.
And some people feel comfortable a little heavier.
Sure.
And I do think it's really like empowering to women that the new look that seems to be positive for a lot of people are a little bit of weight on women. And I'm all for that because that's how I like them, right? A little bit,
Mhm.
you know? But it's not like me telling women what they need to look like. A woman can look like whatever she wants to. You can, but let's not live in fantasy land where we're convincing ourselves that being unhealthily heavy is not a problem, because it is. The number one killer in America is heart disease.
Yep.
It is heart disease. So I think it's kind of crazy when people try to normalize that conversation as if it's like, I'm body positive. No, you're heavy and you're giving excuses as to why you're not trying, at least trying to get yourself back in shape.
Yeah.
And I also think it's a positive thing that the gym culture, at least in the past like 5 years, has kind of changed from making fun of, because if like you post something of you making fun of a fat person in a gym,
Oh, you're getting destroyed.
destroyed.
Yeah.
You're getting clowned like a motherfucker.
Anytime I see somebody on like their gym journey, like first day one, I comment every time, hell yeah, proud of you.
Well,
I can't not, because it's something you should be proud of.
Yes.
That's something that should be celebrated because it is so hard.
Absolutely.
To start
It
out.
But those are the people actually trying though too.
Yes,
Because
those are the
at the
people
end of the
trying to
day,
fix it.
look at everything that's changed in our society, like from the way we eat, the foods we eat, how it's processed, everything else. And again, I'm not sitting here, I'm not going to go on my RFK rant and whatever, but Like when you look at when you look
What
at
are you talking about?
when you
Darren?
look at our culture compared to other cultures in other countries and what we put in our foods and our diabetes rates, our heart disease rates, everything else, it's all correlated. So, and 90% of that stuff comes back to diet. Yes. Is there genetic factors that some people have
Definitely.
it easier than
Yeah.
other people?
Yeah.
Not disagreeing with that.
1000%. But at
Body
the
types
same,
matter.
But at the
for sure.
same time, how more prevalent is diabetes now than it was in 1965?
Right.
Right.
Well, and there's a couple of factors to that. I have a theory about American cuisine that I've talked about how when we were migrating west and we used to have to tend land, live in the mountains, you have to go and hunt your food. You wouldn't eat for days at a time to go get food. And also when we started cultivating food, you were burning 5,000 calories a day working a farm. So you had to eat gravy covered chicken and breads 3 times a day, or else you'd be emaciated.
Yeah.
But that became American like food. Like our culinary culture is a mixed mash of all these different like European and Asian influences and Mexican food come together. But now we're working on our asses. We're not out there
on a laptop.
We're not out there tending a fucking farm
or hunting or gathering.
or hunting and gathering. So because of that, now people are getting heavier. I will say about RFK, he annoys the piss out of me. I'll say that up front. Everything besides the vaccine shit, and we should all question what we're putting in our bodies. So I think he gets an unfair rap on that, even though I think he's a conspiracy theorist and a fucking nut job when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
The food dye stuff, all of these things that he is, that's all positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of that is good. Like that all should be addressed. All of it should be addressed. What I don't like is when he's making like these huge decisions and blanket firing people and like leaning into conspiracy theory and fringe theories that are not backed up by science. And he's like firing the experts. That is a problem.
Oh,
that's
big
a
time.
huge problem. But
Yeah.
all the other shit that he's done is such a big move for us, like to outlaw bad dyes or things that like hurt you and have different levels of control over our food is a positive thing.
No, I agree. I don't like that he doesn't really believe in proven science in our vaccines. That's kind of crazy.
problem.
That's crazy to me, especially when somebody who is so health focused can't follow proven science. But
and that there's
again, I don't need to go
and
there.
we don't need to go too far into it. But and yes, there is something about natural immunity to things and gaining immunity. Yeah, for sure. Our bodies can be and are the best kind of defense to these things for sure. But when you're talking things like measles, polio, things like that, those vaccines had made huge strides with American health systems since the early to mid 1900s. And they are there for a reason. Like they exist for a reason. Our brains were able to figure it out.
Right.
So we shouldn't just like shit on it. And that is dangerous. But the other shit, you go down the list. If you take that as a blurb and put it at the end, he almost discredits the good work that he's trying to do by all this crazy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you just got rid of the crazy shit.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, I want to talk about. I want to ask you guys because you guys are married. Has your wife ever like experimented on? Use the wrong term, but
I think it's the right term.
Have they ever tested
I'm like,
you?
what are we talking about?
Have they ever tested you without telling you?
What do you mean?
In the sense of what?
Like how?
Like, okay.
Like being gaslit?
No, not gaslit. Like maybe they leave something out and they see how long it takes for you to acknowledge it and then either throw it away or put it away. Like has Sarah or Lady Dare Bear ever done?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Like not necessarily like put it out for me to like see what I would do, but like she doesn't even bother with the test. She just assumes she knows the outcome.
Right.
And that's where we get in a fight.
Like if
I'm like, don't assume.
Like if there's a done plate left out and then you walk past it and you see it, but you don't pick it up and put it in the dish. Or
this is gonna sound horrible, but I'll reverse Uno that card, and I've done that. To my wife.
So you can be like, what the fuck?
Because it's so fun. We did that. We actually at our friend's house a couple weeks ago, celebrating the housewarming. Shout out to the Sewells. Thank you for inviting us. But they're a big game family, and we did this game, which was about like, because it was all couples. So it was like, how well do you know your couple? And they asked questions. And one of the questions was, who's cleaner?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, I'm writing myself because I'm like, again, I when I'm home and not on the road, I'm like, doing the dishes, doing laundry, making the bed. I'm OCD about certain things. But then my wife, I know she's home a lot and she's cleaning the rest of the house. Like she's, the dog hair, everything else, baseboards, bathrooms, like things that I'm not going to do on the regular.
Cleaner.
Exactly. Right. So of course we both put our own things, but then I'm sitting here going like, I asked her, I said, right now in this very moment, if we walked into our room, whose clothes are all over this freaking room? And it's my wife's, right? And I've done things. I've left out a plate. I've left the clothes there.
Fuck you, Darren.
I've made the
you,
bed,
Darren,
and
dude.
my half of the bed, and my wife's like,
see, that's
what
rude.
the fuck?
See, that's rude.
Okay. I got it for you. Okay. Sarah's definitely the cleaner.
Yeah.
My responsibilities are dishes. Because I've been instructed that is my job.
Yep. Same.
Dishes are my job.
I'm dish boy.
When I do clean, I clean my areas.
Okay.
Because my areas can blow up pretty bad pretty quick.
Okay.
Right. So my areas I clean. I do my own clothes. And I do the dishes. Everything else is handled by Sarah.
I've been told not to do my wife's clothes because I messed it up.
Really?
Yeah. I believe
it. Dude. So we have 4 dogs. And because they're so big, we have a giant dog door. It's like, like normal dog doors look like. Yeah. Seems fucking massive.
It's just a grown ass door.
Yeah, it's like a door.
It's just a door. Right?
It's like a half door.
And we have a big lot. They go and they run. They fucking fling their shit around. And they dude, the moment she cleans, I feel so bad. The moment she cleans and like does the floors, it's fucked up within less than an hour. Like it is. It's so hard to keep this house clean.
It's kids and dogs. Yeah.
Kids and dogs, man.
Animals make a huge.
Especially big ones.
Yes. God. Or furry ones like huskies and those.
And these goddamn dogs, I love them so fucking much, but they are so like, I'm just like, get the fuck away from me.
I need some space, man.
They are the clingy girlfriends of animals, dude. Like they would crawl in my skin. And here's the problem. I wouldn't have a problem if they learned basically the barrier.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm like, stay, and they sat and stayed, beautiful. That'd be great. They don't
know stay.
They don't leave me alone. Wherever I go, they're on my ass. Always. What about your animals? Do they follow you around and like never leave you alone?
I only have the dog and then 2 cats. The 2 cats will just leave us alone they do their own thing.
Cats.
One of the cats won't leave me alone if I'm in the kitchen because she wants cheese.
Yeah.
She always has like this she's got like ingrown eyelashes.
Oh.
So she gets like a bunch of gunk buildup.
She gets funky eye.
Oh,
yeah.
honey.
So like she rubs her face on me while I'm cooking and I just feel it and it's so gross.
Yeah.
So I have to stop cooking, fix her eyes,
clean her
and
eye
then she
out.
like still and it's just like, get away from me, Trevigier.
That's the other thing about the Danes. So they are droopy faced animals, but they're not like too drooly. But if they drink water, they will sometimes
all there and pain.
Yes. And what they do, and I think my theory is because their eyelids droop a little bit, kind of like a droopy dog.
Yeah.
That they can't see all too well. So in order to identify things, they will rub their face on you. I will get out of the shower, clean clothes, walk out, and they'll be like, they'll just put their face on me.
Shirt's dirty again.
And now I have fucking drool on me. And I'm like, I have to literally hold their face. I have to hold their face back and be like, no. And they just think I'm playing. They're like,
yeah. No, our dog, he'll like, every time I'll like lay down to watch like TV in the bed, he just immediately hops up, gets right under, like nose right under the chin and just like, and it's like, it's very cute, but it's like, bro, give me some space, dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, hey,
no.
bro.
My old man, he likes space. He likes to hang out in his crate and only in his crate.
Yeah.
He'll sometimes follow me around, even though my dad's not listening. My dad doesn't like him free roaming. My dad only likes him in the crate. Here's the thing.
My dad likes him in his spot.
He likes him in the crate or he likes him outside in the yard, letting him run around, do whatever. But I'll let him in the house. He just sits in his crate for like hours upon hours on end. I'll be like, hey, you want to come over here? And he goes, eh.
How old is he?
He is 12 going on 13.
He's an old dog.
What
He's
a
an old
baby.
man. He's my little old man. But he does follow me around sometimes, like when he gets super excited. Or like last night when I made the mistake of trying on shoes in the house, he thought we were going on a walk. I felt like the worst.
Guilt?
I felt like the worst human being in the world. He got so excited. He ran out of the crate, like bouncing
Let's
around.
go. Yeah.
He ran to the doors and I was like, oh.
I know the Danes get excited too if I ever go to if I grab one of their leashes.
Yeah.
They start losing their
you grab
shit.
a leash.
No, it's
on.
shoes.
It's on.
And it's only me. If he sees me holding shoes,
Yeah.
even holding them, he goes ballistic.
Yeah, I heard it. I had a buddy tell me about this research that they did on cats, and I guess cats meowing is something that they've picked up from humans and wanting attention. Meaning, cats don't communicate with other cats with meowing, and it might be different for breeding and stuff like that, right? Because I know there's the cat call, like the cat outside, going, trying to get his lady. But the cats will communicate with humans because they see humans talking and they want something. So it's funny you mentioned the thing with your cat and the cheese and
The second I open the fridge,
Yeah. You know what Kelly does? My fucking cat. Okay, so Kelly the cat that lives in my room that just does not want to live anywhere else. She lives in my room, but when she gets home, I was going to get a slow feeder for her, but I thought she was having something wrong with her teeth because,
I was going to ask you, did you get that?
Yeah. So I switched her to soft food.
Okay.
And the problem is she will eat the whole thing and just hork.
Oh.
And she is a puker, dude. So I got her feeding schedule down. In the morning, she gets half a can. At night, she gets half a can and she's healthy weight and she eats and it's fine. But you know exactly when it's time to eat because she will wait by the door. When you open it, she'll walk out of the room, sit and look at you like this, and then walk back.
Block the door.
Like it's time.
like, hey, buddy,
I do know that.
fork it over.
Yeah. Be like, yeah, it's fucking time.
To come all the way back to, so Lady Jam's we were talking yesterday and she's like, I've been holding an experiment. She's a psychology major. So now it's the beginning of the experiments with me and my behaviors. And she's like, I've been holding like a bit of an experiment with you. And I was like, what? And she's like,
yes.
You know that bar of soap? It's in the shower. And I was like, yeah. She's like, I've been seeing how long you've been going until you know you need to replace it. Because right now it's at it's a quarter size.
It's like this big.
For like a week now, it's been like a sliver. Yeah. And I've been using every other like body wash or scrub to avoid having to replace. It's like, I bet you don't even know where it is, dude. It's like, no.
But wait, so she replaces the soap when it gets too small?
No,
I use up every little bit of that.
No, I do too.
I start compressing the pieces together.
It was at the point now, it was at the point though where it was like, it was going to just disappear.
It was going to just like fall apart.
I used the very last of it today and I was going to be like, you need to replace the soap. But she's been like, I've been seeing just how long you would go until you've acknowledged that you're low on soap. And I was like, I can still use it though, baby.
Yeah.
Even if
it's wasteful if I don't use it.
Scrape the little leftover residue.
Yeah.
I'll use it, man.
And I love it too because little plug here. I'm really into like fancy bar soap.
Are you?
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I freaking like a nice new fancy bar soap.
Don't tell me you're a Dr. Squatcher.
No,
I just picked up some Dr. Squatch. They had it at Sam's, like pretty cheap. And because I'm always like, well,
Dr. Squatch is horribly expensive.
They're $4.40 per bar at Sam's. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. But we were at a nursery. My wife got me to go to some nursery on, I don't know, it was out in Clovis. And we're checking out and they have like all this handmade bar soap.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, Yeah, I'm going to pick up one of these.
Yeah, don't mind me. I love it that he is very comfortable and explained that he's into artisan bar soaps.
Bro.
I love myself.
He's like,
You
yes.
love Lush.
I do a bath.
Oh,
I get myself
let me
some
tell you
wine.
about Lush. So when I used to work in the malls because I was in retail for years, and one of my employees at my store, she also worked at Lush, and she like heard me talking about bar soap. And when she like put in her 2 weeks or moved on and went to school, whatever, she brought me like a bunch of bar soaps, and I was like, "This is amazing." But Lush is freaking. It's
They
so
have
good.
some really
but
good
it's
ones.
so expensive. You think Dr. Squatch is expensive?
Oh, yeah,
Lush.
Lush
You're
is-
gonna get
Lush
this
is-
sliver for
But
like
Lush,
$15.
yeah, it's
I could
real
just see Drew
pricey.
Darren just like, here's my collection. And it's just the Sydney Sweeney collection. It's like 10 bars
So-
of it.
Dr. Squatch, I would not say is horribly expensive if the one time I bought a bar of Dr. Squatch soap, it like disintegrated
Yeah, it goes fast.
Yeah.
very fast.
That's my
Whereas
one
like
complaint.
the Duke Cannon ones that I get, or there's another one that I get, like the Duke Cannon and one other one, they will last a while. Like, and I like thoroughly watch myself with them. They will last a good time. Dr. Squatch was like done.
Yeah,
in like 5 days.
You can find me in the reviews
Yeah.
on Artisan Soap. I'm in there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, it's got a great,
this one.
really nice texture. Feels good on my silky smooth skin now.
Only lasted 16 days.
Drew, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What's this bicycle predicament that you're in?
Oh my God. Motherfucker.
Bicycle.
Okay. Bicycle. Bicycle.
Drew wants to ride his bicycle.
See, that is the reference I got today.
So remember when I told you that we were, about the carts,
Mhm.
about the golf carts?
Yeah, yeah. Which
Sarah
I have
was-
an update for the golf carts.
Can't wait. So Sarah's like, hey, check this out. Pulls up. It's a tandem bike, but it's basically a 2-seater for little kids in the
Mhm.
back. And it's like a tricycle, but it's like a big adult bike with gears and everything. She's like, I'm going to ride this to go pick up the girls from school. And I'm like, are you sure about that, dog? She's like, gonna do it.
Wait, she bought it? She found it? What?
She bought it. Came in a box, so we had to put it together ourselves. So
How big was it?
Those things are such a pain.
I'll get to it.
Oh no, it's gonna be a kid's bike.
No. It was
It's
an
a
adult
grown
bike.
ass, it's a grown ass
no.
bike.
Whoa.
It's a bike. Now, we could tell something was wrong right off the rip because 2 of the pre-installed brakes, so they pre-installed the brake housing,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
You need to do the brakes yourself. Fine, whatever. But they are at a weird angle and you cannot take them out. So,
Like one of these?
yes, like one of
Okay.
those. So, you
guys can see.
you
Cute.
can't tighten down the brake housing.
Mhm.
And it has play. So whenever you hit the brake, it takes the whole housing and pulls it. You cannot get it to not move. The instructions are horrible. Sarah is sick. Our fucking AC went out. It's dead.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
she is working on this thing for like hours. So then I go and I'm like starting to help her. And anything I say, she's just like, fuck that. No. And I'm
Yeah,
like, honey, you're
no.
not looking at it. Do this. No. She doesn't want to hear it. Blah, 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 blah.
Did you put on your tool belt?
No, but I
first
did go
problem.
in there and help.
Mhm.
And then finally, when we got it together, the thing like was not stable. And it wasn't the way we put it together. It was like, it's kind of jank, dude. And I'm like, you need to return this shit. This is not quality. You spent a good penny of money on it.
Mhm.
It's either the 2 options is we either take it back, get our money back,
Right.
or we take it to a bike place and have them disassemble it, reassemble it, and
right.
remove the brake housing, cut off the screws, put proper brake housing in it,
At
get
that
the change, whatever.
At that point, I would just return it and then go to a local bike shop and just buy one.
Well, no, if you, no.
Herbauer Cycling.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah, but dude, the ones that you get like Herb Bauer are probably like $3,000. dude.
Exactly.
We're not going to
Yeah.
spend that much money on this.
It's
Well,
like
damn
the
car.
ones, like Gaslamp District. You see the people riding around and the person's in the 2 people are in the
Mhm.
back.
It's almost like
Yeah.
like a bicycle
Like a-
version of a rickshaw,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, return this shit. So then she tried to return it. The seller immediately responded, well, with the shipping and stuff, what if I like credit you like $50 and you just keep it? I'm like, do not get played, Sarah, because Sarah has this thing. she can shit all over me all she wants, right? All she wants. She can push me around, step all over me, call out my bullshit, whatever. Anyone else, she starts to get a guilt complex, which is funny to me because I'm like, you have a guilt complex about everyone else except for me. Like when you need to feel guilty, you don't feel guilty. But this don't let this person butter you up. They're trying to play you. They sold you a bad product.
And $50 is nothing for how much you probably spent on this bike.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money. So I was like, tell them no. We're disassembling the whole thing. We're returning it. Tell them. Last night. Now I'll just give you an example here. I gave her the two options like 50 times. And I even offered myself to spend my own money and take that to a bike place to fix it. And she just batted that as the stupidest idea ever, practically yelling at me. Last night, she's like, well, what if like we took it to a bike store and paid them to put it? I'm like,
That's
no.
That's where you're like, great idea, babe. Wish I'd thought of that.
I was
And
like,
you just keep on trucking.
I'm like, for you to say that after you chewed through me like 50 times yesterday? No. And she's like, I know, it was bad. I'm sorry. Now, I also want to remind you, Sarah doesn't say sorry.
She apologized, so that's
for her to say sorry is a big deal.
That's big.
Wow,
That's a big deal.
That's big.
You better mark that down because that's the one time this
saying
year.
that was her bad and then saying sorry, saying that back to back.
Yeah.
I think you got to give her some credit.
You got a woman
Doesn't
to
happen.
apologize.
I know. That just doesn't happen.
You need to take a class in how to make your ideas
Their ideas.
Like you have to communicate it in a way to make your idea other people's ideas.
You
and
have
it
to
helps. It
you have
helps
to
them
learn inception. You have to plant ideas into your wife's brain by going into her brain.
I kind of did it with this because she just pitched it as if I wasn't going to lose my shit.
Great idea, babe.
You don't think that I'm going to lose my absolute fucking mind after you shat all over me when I said, let's just take it to a bike. I was like, honey, the brake housing is bad. I have the tools. Let's cut off the bolt, pull it out. I'll get new brake housing. I will go pick it up right now. We can install it ourselves and it's fine.
You're gonna bring that bike in there and they're like, yeah, this thing is a giant piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, and I'm gonna be like,
at it when it pulls up.
Walmart.com, huh? Yeah, we've seen this before.
It wasn't Walmart. And I'm gonna be like, well, piece of shit or otherwise, I'm gonna pay you to put it together. So fucking
do it.
Fucking do it.
Yeah, it's like a NASCAR picker.
Let's take a quick break.
All right, we will take our third break of 4 coming up here.
Damn it.
They say crack kills, and there isn't a scarier crack than the one behind you, but definitely the one in front of you. A cracked windshield can lead to a lot of problems, including getting a ticket. And if you're a baller on a budget like me, you know you can't afford no damn ticket. Thankfully, I know the perfect window response team willing to help, and they're so helpful that they even accept all insurances. It's your friends over at Oldtown Autoglass. With over 25 years of experience, these guys are your neighborhood heroes. From windshield repairs, replacements, and even camera recalibration, because some places don't even give you that. Oldtown Autoglass is the friendliest windshield support in the Central Valley. They are even so committed to helping you, they're even willing to drive to you with their mobile service, guaranteeing your safety so you don't have to deal with any cracks, except for maybe the 1 or 2 I'm about to make. Look, I crack jokes all the time, but if there's one thing I've realized when it comes to windshield repairs, you'll be laughing at how easy it was to call Oldtown Autoglass. So call now at 559-472-3446 or go online for a quote today. And we're back like we never left.
That was a little too close to hitting my face.
Before you get your rant, can I ask?
You can.
How do you gotta slap people, Elliott?
I'm going to give you guys both a chance to do a rant because me and Elliott can rant, but you never rant. And you hardly ever rant too. You're too calm.
Rant?
Give me a rant.
What's something that really grinds your gears?
What's something that really
Lauren?
grinds your gears, Lauren? Come on, there has to be something that just pisses you off that you just don't get.
I know it. I already know what it is.
She told us it earlier.
I already know what it is.
It's white people.
I knew it. I was literally about to say. I literally was about to say it's white people getting into Asian people's culture.
You know, but we do that all the time with her.
No, you know what?
A geisha. What a bitch.
Geisha.
I don't know. I feel like my biggest rants are always comic book related.
Go
'cause
ahead.
I'm a huge comic book collector.
What are your
Go
thoughts
ahead.
on
You know what?
Absolute?
I'll tell you. Yes, that's actually what I was going to go with.
She does not like it, but I love it.
No. Don't misconstrue my words. So now I'm actually annoyed.
Okay, good.
I adore Absolute Wonder Woman, and I adore the absolutes that contain a lot of the iconicness of the original characters, while also still maintaining a lot of what makes that character feel like that character. My number one problem is Absolute Batman. I'm a huge Batman collector. I'm a huge Batman fan.
It's like the most metal
thousands upon thousands of comics. Thousands upon thousands of comics of Batman. But Absolute Batman to me does not feel like Batman. He feels more like the Punisher dressed up as Batman.
Okay.
And I don't like that. The whole point of Batman is that he is different from the Punisher. The whole point is that when you say Batman wouldn't comfort a child, you're essentially just taking away Punisher's gun. That's Punisher without a gun, which is not true at all. He doesn't just beat up on mentally ill people. He doesn't do all of that just
they're also jaywalkers.
But that's my problem. And I also despise all the designs.
I love the art.
Here's my thing. The art is fantastic. The art is beautiful, brilliant, dynamic. I hate the designs. That's the difference. The art itself is excellent. And I think the way that Dragata plays with it is great. But I think, to me, it feels like he does, the designs are just being big for the hell of it. And I don't like that. And you lose a lot of what makes sense for that character in the pursuit of more teeth, more muscle, more whatever.
So when I talked to you about this and you gave me your ranty about it, I was like, cool. I grew up, one of my favorite runs of comic books of all time was X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't read a ton of X-Men.
Well, here, let me show you something.
That's because we're old. So I loved X-Men.
They did that kind of ultra comic booky stylized. Yeah. Orky, can you put in Age of Apocalypse comic? Because it's going to pull up the movie. Yeah, because it's going to give
you the movie.
Yeah.
Which, very poopy.
Okay.
Very poopy.
So if you take a look here, okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at how their hands, their body.
Is this from the 90s?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
So how it's designed. Hold on. How it's designed.
Ugh.
I loved this art run, right? So when you see someone that's like big and proportioned, crazy, I can get down on that shit.
I'm not a fan of that. I hate a lot of 90s comic art because a lot of 90s comic art was not done by good artists because they were just putting out so much crap.
Look at that.
They were putting out so much crap that they ran out of art.
Look at that. I love that.
That's fun. And again, my thing is the art itself for Absolute Batman is incredible. Dragata has some incredible art. I just don't like the designs.
You're talking about the Lee era X-Men.
That's fine.
That early
No. The art itself
and
is great.
It's Lee.
I
love
this Cyclops one.
I didn't like Lee's designs for New 52. Oh, yeah, Lee designed all the Justice League suits for New 52. I didn't like them. I love Jim Lee's art. He is absolutely the pinnacle of the industry. But I do not love his designs sometimes.
I'm telling you, like that there.
I think that's fine. I think that's
my
totally
childhood
fine.
in a picture.
But my
favorite X-Men character.
My problem is Absolute Batman. I don't like them because they don't feel like that character. The one that I dislike the least that isn't just a normal human being like Alfred is Catwoman, but I think she looks stupid because she looks like she got her head stuck in a fishbowl.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't.
I hate
that was the one I was
her
like,
suit. Her suit makes a lot of sense.
Good rant,
but her helmet.
I like the rant.
Side note: Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's
okay,
excellent.
hold on.
Gambit.
That's a good choice.
Nightcrawler is crazy cool. I love myself some Nightcrawler. As a matter of fact, when I hardly ever draw, but when I do, I usually draw Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's just so cool.
I love Nightcrawler. Gambit is my favorite. I like his lore, and I love that there was like a love triangle thing, and like he was just so cool. He was like the quintessential 90s cool.
Mine's Laura.
Hold on. I also, one of my favorites from Age of Apocalypse was Blink. And then Blink got killed with the Phalanx. She died. And then they tried bringing Blink back during the Exiles run of comics, which basically took a lot of like characters that didn't get loved during a certain time in the 2000s and put them all in this multi-dimension police squad, if you will. Blink was one of the sickest fucking characters, dude. She had this power where she could blink in and out of existence, and she had these like I don't know if you can pull it off. So you look here,
belong.
so you see those that spike like that. Okay, so that spike, she would charge it up and she could throw it at you and basically blink half of your body out of existence.
Damn.
Right?
Wow.
Like teleport it somewhere else. It was
I don't remember a lot of Blink.
Oh my God. She was
I
the
know of
fucking
her.
best.
Blink and you'll miss it. Ooh.
Right.
And that's her in that shitty movie.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
representation. Wah,
Shitty
wah,
ass
wah.
movie.
I think you guys are missing a clear underappreciated character, and it's the Juggernaut. But
it's
not-
such a loaded question.
But hang
to
on.
say your favorite
But it's just
X-Men.
it's not just any Juggernaut.
Kane Marco.
No. It's YouTube 2002 Juggernaut.
Oh God.
Where those guys voiced it over. And it's
Huh?
like, yeah, I'm the Juggernaut. That is the greatest Juggernaut X-Men of all time.
And like in the Age of Apocalypse, I also like the storyline because like Sabretooth basically was like he was basically one of Rogue was the leader of the X-Men. Well, Magneto was, but
yeah,
like
but Rogue was, you know,
like the street leader, and Wild Child and fucking Sabretooth. And Sabretooth like found Blink as a child and like raised her as his daughter.
I'm a big Sabretooth fan as well.
It was so fucking cool, man. Like
I feel
wish-
like I can't be a Sabretooth. Like
yeah,
I just,
I'm not. Nowadays, I'm not an X-Men at all. But man, back when I was a
I'm
kid,
a Logan and Laura fan.
Oh,
I like
X-Men
Laura.
cards for days.
She's my favorite.
I like Laura. What I don't like is that Sabretooth is a murderous piece of shit. He was a good guy in Age of Apocalypse, and he's tried to like reform, but he always goes back to being this like murderous piece of shit.
Yep.
And I get it. It's the conflict between him and Logan, blah, blah, blah. Actually, James Howlett. I don't even know where the fuck Logan comes from.
Logan is his actual biological father's surname. So his full name is James Logan Howlett.
Dude, I loved that run. That run was so sick, like the reimagining of these characters and what it would look like and how they had different roles. And I just thought it was so fucking brilliant. And when they announced that movie, I was excited for 30 seconds. And then I was like, nope, they're not going to do this right.
You should have known better.
The story
Fox
was
and X-Men just don't do it.
The story was way too complicated to shove into 2 hours.
Yeah.
There was no way that they were going to do this right at all. So to even name it Age of Apocalypse was bullshit. They should have just been X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's it. Age of Apocalypse is a very drawn out, long storyline that there was no fucking way. There was no way.
I like how we went into this with you asking me to rant, and now we've ended it with you ranting.
Well, I was just explaining. That wasn't right.
And we'll-
I
we've
still
heard
have-
me
I
rant.
still have a
I have-
rant.
I have-
All right,
yeah,
your
go.
rant.
Well,
Give
My
me your
rant. My rant.
Yes.
Take it away.
So a little personal on this one.
Ooh.
So again, we live in Fresno, right?
We do.
And Fresno has a great state college, and they have a great football team. And it doesn't mean the football team is necessarily great.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
at
gonna say,
being-
yeah.
at
I was
playing
saying,
football.
you're losing
But
us here, buddy.
I love Fresno State football. I really do. And I'll ride or die with how good or bad the team is. But what I hate is when people that live here shit on Fresno State. And
You
it's
would not like Edward Rouse.
but I'm just like, I know. Clearly, you guys were on the group text last year.
Oh
when
yeah, he went fucking in on
I went
Edward Rouse.
AWOL because I was literally leaving a game, and he decided to pop off, and I'm pretty sure I had a few in me at that point, and
Oh, no.
I just let it go. But it's just like there's a guy in this fantasy league that I'm in Riverstone. Yeah, Joe. I'm talking to you, Joe.
Get him, Joe.
That hates on Fresno State. And it's like, at the end of the day, like, okay, who do you root for? Some place you've never been, some team you never have any association with.
Mhm.
You just jump on and you bandwagon, whatever. Like, I'm going to root for my alma mater, and I don't care. And they've produced great NFL players over multiple decades.
That's true.
So, like, come on.
Can I counter you real quick?
You can counter, but
Okay.
I might lose it.
No. I think you'll like my take.
I'm going to kick this table.
So let's put a different, instead of Fresno State football, let's just put Fresno in general.
Okay.
We grew up here. We are from the Central Valley. We've lived here for so long. We're allowed to talk shit on Fresno. When anyone else outside talk shit on Fresno, I get defensive. I'm like,
100%.
fuck you. You don't know what it's like here, because really, for all the problems that Fresno has, the people are amazing here.
Correct.
That is one of the things that if Fresno's a fucking magnet, you will live here, you will move, you'll always end up coming back.
Boomerang. Exactly.
You will always end up coming back because the people here still have somewhat of like a more close-knit community, even though we're huge.
We're huge, but it feels like a homey town.
Like everyone knows someone somewhere, right?
Right.
So I could see how you would get defensive, and it doesn't make sense to root for like college teams that you have no affiliation, family affiliation of any kind. It doesn't make sense. But if you're from Fresno, I feel like you have the right to talk shit on the football team, but other people out do not have the right to talk shit on our team because that's our fucking team. We will throw the insults first. We're first in line for the insults.
You throw them first because we know them more personally.
And I see where you're coming from. I just, my tenure at Fresno State, it had a lot of highs. It had a lot more lows.
And 7.5 years of lows.
Hey, I was on the 6-year plan. It's okay.
No, it's not even so much like that because I did have professors I really enjoyed. And in my own life, I wasn't capable of trying the way I should have. That's just how it was. But I mean, like, my problem is the administration and the advisors with Fresno State. They were
That's every university. I'm going to tell you that.
That's not true, though. Because I'm at a university
love Santa Clara
that is so supportive and so helpful. Grant, we'll get into my financial aid kerfuffle another time, but like the staff there, when it comes to the faculty members, the professors, and even the cohorts are all so helpful to getting us succeed. I never had that at Fresno State. And that's why I feel like Fresno State bugs the hell out of me because I want to be that way of like, I really want to look back at Fresno State and enjoy the years I had. But man, did they really rub me the wrong way in my last couple of years.
Fresno State, from what I hear, well, personally from your stories and a couple other people, is that like they kind of turned into like all right, sign this, get money in factory, right? And that they're not too helpful when they need to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Elliott on his new education journey.
He loves it. And it's good. He's also in a different phase of life.
I am
too.
extreme. Dude,
It's great.
I don't think I've been more proud of a person. In the beginning of the year, I was kind of worried about him. Because
I remember
I was worried. Yeah.
We were all worried.
Yeah, when we first did the first podcast, I was like,
there was solid
current
Like
concern.
another 7
definitely
years?
Depressiate was a
Yeah.
real thing.
Depressiate was a real thing, but he's been. I think him finding his drive to do way more than he's ever done, right? And to manage it all makes me extremely proud of him. Extremely proud of him. So I feel like he has a right because if he was bitching about this and this is the only thing he was doing, I would be fucking all over.
And again,
I'd be all over.
Fresno State has a lot of different departments. I obviously went through the business department with Craig Lyle, and honestly, there was so much benefit in that, and there's so much that they're building young entrepreneurs that are creating businesses in the Valley and actually giving back to the Valley, which is insane. And I think that, again, I saw a great side of Fresno State. I also fed my whole class kava. But
you got them all stoned.
I also drugged my class.
But at the end of the day, like I had a good experience, right?
Mhm.
Like, was it expensive? Yes. Am I still paying that school debt? Yes.
Yeah.
Says I'll be done when I'm 55. So hey,
Hey,
there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, but I just, man, people when they start like, and I'm not like EJ, like I'm sorry, I'm not a big EJ fan right now. The quarterback, he's not doing it for me. But Donaldson, man, that guy is killer.
You know,
our defense, not too bad.
EJ's gunslinger, okay? He's going to make mistakes, but he's going to make some great plays. All right?
Question.
Answer.
Should higher education be free in the United States?
Yes.
I mean that. So then what does it tell you? This is my question.
College used to be free. People forget.
What are the two main things that are not conducive to a government that wants ultimate control?
Education.
And
Money.
gun ownership.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I don't know what the...
They do not want educated, armed people living in the United States. They want to make you a slave to debt, and they want to limit your access to a means of defense. I will counter when anyone is bootlicking the right when it comes to gun rights. Look at every single time It's been a Republican-controlled government, and I'm talking House, Congress, everything. They do not change gun legislation to be easier for the person to get to arm themselves. But when it's a Democratic-controlled system, they will complain that the Democrats are taking their guns away, and then gun purchases shoot through the fucking roof because it's fear-mongering. But whenever they're in control, they never have comprehensive federalized gun laws, because where the problems a lot of the gun laws come from is the state-by-state problem.
Yes.
The state-by-state problem is where the gun issue becomes an issue because different states have different rights. If there was a federalized, standardized comprehensive gun laws that people would follow, most rational people that are armed would be okay with it.
Yes.
But because it varies from state to state, you have so many problems, right? But I'm telling you right now, it is not in the government's interest for you to be smart. That's why they got rid of the fucking Department of Education. They don't want poor people to become smart so they can realize how bad they're getting fucked. They don't want people in very rural, small red states being smart so they realize they're getting fucked. They don't want you to critically think. And I feel like there's so many barriers in between basic education. We should be wanting people to be educated.
Correct.
So we don't have a nation of fucking mouth-breathing dum-dums. And it is boggling to me that you go to college and you will not pay off your debt until you're 55. That's fucking insane to
Or
me.
if none of us pay it, can't get us all. We outnumber them. Just saying.
I wish that we have smart people. We just need smart people.
I agree.
We don't
I
have
agree.
smart people, though.
What do you think the ratio is? If the bell curve, what is the bell curve? Like, honestly, you're a smart person, and let's be real. You work hard, okay?
Yeah.
And you probably, you're Asian, so you're definitely going to be at least 20 points smarter than everyone in this room. Okay, that's just how it works. It's genetics. Okay.
Okay.
It's tell me I'm wrong. Okay.
Continue.
So you're at least 20 points smarter than everyone. Okay. If you were to rate just by your observation, obviously we don't have data to back this up.
Yes, of course.
But if the bell curve, okay, is the whole United States, and we're going to say right in the middle is like an IQ equivalent. I'm not saying like equivalent of like 90. Out of 350 million people, how many are above 100? If you had to guess.
Maybe above 100, you said? Ooh, I'd say I'll be generous.
Yeah.
40%.
Wow.
I'll be extremely generous.
I was going to say,
I would, if I'm being truly critical and maybe much, much more honest, closer to 30. Closer to 30.
The number that came to my mind was 54%. I guess I'm a lot more generous.
I think
I think you're pretty generous, but I'm saying this even as someone who goes to a university with a lot of people who are book smart, but they lack all of that critical thinking. They lack all of the stuff that truly lets you think for yourself.
Yeah.
They are just like, I can read a book, I can memorize, I can do this math problem, I can whatever.
Yeah, right.
But they cannot truly, and to me that's
pontificate.
That's not true like intelligence if you can't think for yourself.
Or extrapolate information and develop your own opinion.
And develop your own opinion or critically analyze anything.
Or have good basis from many sources as to why you agree with an opinion.
Yes, because they take everything. These are people who are book smart and they can follow a process, but they cannot comprehend things. They take everything at face value, unfortunately. Yeah. And that's...
Yeah, I agree. There's certain eye surgeons I work with, and there's certain degrees on the wall that look really, really good. Mm-hmm. But I would never let that person do surgery on my mom. Not going to happen.
So here's the problem is that I hear this all the time when people are voting in particular. And, everyone's vote matters when you exercise the right to vote, right? When people give me I want to have a beer with him, or I like him personally, I'm like, you should not be putting leaders up that are the normal guy. I want someone that is excellent leading our country, and not necessarily a lawyer, not necessarily a fucking, you know what I mean? Because they're all lawyers or business owners. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily that. Teachers, doctors, I want someone that understands that they have to make very serious decisions for all of America. All of us.
I understand disagreeing if they do certain things that morally could very much reflect into what they're going to do decision making. That you're like, I don't agree with how you personally treat XYZ class or deal with XYZ problems in your own personal life. That's probably going to reflect very much into your decision makings as a politician.
Yeah.
But when people say that, I just don't like their personality, but they make good points. I'm like, well, you don't need to like their personality.
Right.
Are you going to hang out with them on Saturday?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Like that's, or what makes me even more upset. I say this as someone who does not do politics ever.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds like you're about to.
I get annoyed when people purely vote simply because they don't want one party to win without knowing anything of the policies that the person they're voting for
1000%.
supports or does. Like that was a huge thing for me when I first turned 18. I sat there for hours the first time I voted and researched every single candidate on the list.
Because you took it seriously.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm not just going to blindly.
I will also give you one that convincing yourself that rich people or the billionaire class gives two fucks about you. Because they don't.
No.
The billionaire class does not give a shit about you at all. And I think that's the ultimate grift. I think the ultimate grift, and this does not have party lines. Okay. This specific, obviously we have Trump in office, but this is not a singular party thing. Is when you're talking about like the ultra rich and even on top of that, like the billionaire class of people honestly giving a shit whether or not you can afford food. They don't.
No.
They absolutely do not. As a matter of fact, a lot of those people, because it's an insane number how much wealth, the majority of wealth is inherited in the United States. Those people have never struggled ever. They don't even know what it's like to not be able to afford a bill.
Yeah,
like
they can't relate.
They may not be able to afford a jet, but they don't know what it feels like that you may miss your internet payment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't give a fuck. They just want more money. What was your rant?
This has really been bothering me. It's been bothering me because I see so many commercials of this and I'm getting sick of it. It used to be the Dairy Queen situation here in Fresno.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You'd get so many commercials about how awesome.
Ruby Tuesday.
Yes.
I'll one up you Ruby Tuesday.
About how
Where
awesome.
the fuck is my Ruby
I've
Tuesday?
done ads for Ruby Tuesday is the worst part.
About how annoying you used to get like Dairy Queen commercials. And we don't have one. We used to have one in Manchester Mall in the
wanting
food
to
court.
turn that blizzard upside down,
Rest in
and
peace.
you can't do it.
Right. I see so many commercials, so many like Instagram, TikToks of Dunkin' Donuts. America supposedly runs on Dunkin'. I don't know if you know this, but America,
Fresno don't.
Then I saw like a chart, like a United States chart, and it's all 90% East Coast and South, Southern, and even a little Midwest.
Come visit Irvine.
Then it's
we got
like
both still.
California in like North Pacific West and a little bit of the Midwest Starbucks, right? Whatever. What the hell's our Dunkin', huh? How can you say American runs on Dunkin' when I don't have a chance to run on Dunkin'?
There's
Maybe
a Dunkin'
they're-
right next to my school.
Okay, that's
we don't have a Dairy Queen either.
No,
That's what I'm
what
saying.
we did though.
I am
What we
so-
did.
I am
yes, Manchester
so
Mall.
sick.
I thought we only had Foster's.
No, we had
and
a
I-
Dairy Queen.
And look, I want to address
Yes.
this, Bob. I'm aware that Dunkin's probably sucks, okay?
the drinks are better than
That's
food.
not the point. The point is, if I see
you salsa.
500 commercials about how America runs on Dunkin', and I can't have probably one of their stale breakfast sandwiches or donuts, or probably their 500 grams of sugar,
You just want the
coffee,
option.
I want the option, and I want to be able to say I've tried Dunkin'. It feels American to say I've had a Dunkin' or I've gone to Dunkin'. I can't even do that.
No, you can't.
You know
Come
who
visit
doesn't?
Irvine on your way to San Diego next time. I'll take you to both a Dairy Queen and a Dunkin'.
you
It
go.
just feels like a betrayal on America that
We have
you
a lot of
say
Dunkins
that
in
you
Irvine.
say, hey, America runs on Dunkin', and I can't find it anywhere.
So are you saying that if you had money,
Uh-huh.
that you would open up a Dunkin' Donuts franchise right here in Fresno?
Oh my
Well,
god!
the marketing's already in place.
It's already
apparently.
there.
I absolutely. I would make commercial and say, you know what? I personally can prove that America Fresno specifically
now
runs on Dunkin'.
You know who
because
doesn't
I made it happen.
You know who doesn't do any advertising or marketing, but we still go there almost every day?
They do actually do advertising and marketing, more so on social media and on like YouTube and whatnot. I know because I have auditioned.
And you know what? My first customer would have a Boston accent. I would find the only Bostonian.
Finish your thought.
That's what I'm saying. Haven't seen any.
Oh,
but
you know what?
I'm drinking it.
They don't need to advertise. They just put one on every fucking corner.
And that's another problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've gotten too dependent on Starbucks.
Well, because Starbucks still does drip coffee, dude. Everyone's trying to be Dutch brothers by giving out Americanos.
They're giving out diabetes.
Coffee.
They're giving out diabetes.
Fucking coffee in a cup. All right. Anyways,
Neither gets my money.
let's take a break. Come back with Drew's news.
Wrap it up. No, it is not life, you geeky girl.
Star Wars
Nice.
geeky girl. I'm right there with you. I'm a Starbucks whore. It's cool.
I am a Starbucks whore. I will admit that.
Yeah.
So is Oric.
Yeah. We love
Orc
you, Orc.
Star whore.
I mean, look, their K-cups are kind of nice, okay? But that's not the point.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo! What's up? This is Drew from the Do Over podcast, and I'm going to tell you right now, I lean on expertise. Why? Because it saves me money. Here's a true story. When I first got into cameras, I watched a couple of videos online, did a Google search, thought I was buying the right thing, went and invested almost $1,000 into my very first camera, realized quickly it was not the right thing, went to Horn Photo, got it all in line, and then boom, I'm on my journey to actually being a photographer. And throughout the years, I've really leaned on Horn Photo as being one of those outlets that we are so lucky to have right here in the Central Valley. And they are the official equipment sponsor of the Do Over podcast. They're right there in the Bellagio. All you have to do is walk in, tell them that the Do Over sent you, and they will get you right on track. Maybe you're trying to take stills, do creative content, you want to do live streaming, whatever it is, they have a camera for you. They also do printing services, restoration services, anything that has to do with photography. Horn Photo has your back. Once again, it's right there in the Bellagio. And there's a reason why Horn Photo has been in business for as long as they have. They've been making memories last since 1937.
We're back.
I've noticed something.
He's attacking my family name.
No, cool name. Cranky, mid.
Thank you, Star Wars geeky girl. Yoshi
What
is
did
the
you
best
notice?
character.
I
Yoshi's
noticed
solid.
that
I like Yoshi.
I feel like this might be a hot take, but I'm going to do it anyways. All of the adult Nintendo influencers that make Nintendo only content probably had some massive traumatic experience when they were children and latched on to Nintendo as their only comfort because they seem so childish, like the Nintendo only crowd.
Like they never branch out to anything
Like
else.
that's their whole thing. It's like they have every Nintendo game, they have every console, they only make Nintendo content. Makes me feel like they had a massive traumatic experience when they were kids, and Nintendo was the only thing that gave them comfort.
I can see that, but I can also see the fact of it just being, oh, I found a niche on the internet.
Yeah, but because they all seem kind of childlike in nature to me.
I feel like also some of it's partly branding, just because Nintendo sometimes will partner with some of those people and they want people in those.
I also feel the same way about any like hardcore fandom from like the 80s and 90s, like people that are like diehard Star Wars fans and shit like that. Like
You're that.
I'm a fan, but dude, hold on. There's something to be said about fandom in general because people go nuts. When it's obsessive, yes.
Obsessive
or like it's so rooted into your identity.
Yeah.
Like when your whole identity is that I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, and then you get mad at Star Wars because their storytelling isn't what you would do. Like, that's kind of psychotic, dude.
Fair.
Like, it's kind of psycho.
My favorite YouTubers do a lot of Nintendo stuff.
Well, yeah, but
Shout out the Party Crashers.
Yeah, but he said
those damn
only
kids are
Nintendo.
hella funny.
I'm saying only.
Like, if they branch out occasionally, if it's primarily Nintendo, he's not, but they branch out occasionally and do other games.
If you haven't seen their Uno videos, God, those are funny.
See, but they do other videos.
Yeah, no. Their Uno videos, though, particularly are great. Anyway, all right, we got to get to
Drew's news. Drew's news.
With your anchor, Drew Lightning.
Let's get into it. Now, Drew's news can be a heavy subject, and we already talked about the government shitting all over you, so we won't go too heavy on it. I will like to point out, though, everyone's favorite topic, the Jeffrey Epstein files. So, as of right now, there's a bipartisan oversight committee. They have been given 3% of the overall file cache. Their deadline was 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. They didn't get the first dump until Friday. And when they got that dump, they realized that there was 97% of the data missing.
Well, it was already public.
Hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay.
What they did receive was mainly already public knowledge, almost all of it, that was redacted heavier than the original dump. And they are slow rolling all of this out to the oversight committee. There is going to be a forced congressional vote in order to obtain the Jeffrey Epstein files, and a memo went out from the White House to all of the Republicans that said, if you vote to release these files, it is a hostile act against this administration. The cover-up is so blatant in everyone's face. And I would like to remind everyone, and we're going to end it on this. The government is supposed to work for you. Every single politician right now has said the number one call they get from their constituents is to release the Epstein files. And in order to get these things, if they're going to force a vote, Trump would still have to do the final signing on that, which he's definitely not going to do. But it's almost like the public facing, the bill is good. It protects the victims' names, but everything else is unredacted. Every single person that votes against releasing these files will be public. And I think that's important because you need to see, and they are already starting to be like, well, the oversight committee is doing it. This is redundant, but they're not getting the files that they asked for. So, once again, still trying to buy time. So, that's one. 2, Bobby Salazar.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, goodness.
That was crazy.
What I love about this situation is that, so long story short, they're accusing him of arson and fraud, tax fraud, collected $1 million, tied in with, I believe it was a motorcycle club.
It was a biker gang or something.
But we're not going to talk about that. What I love about this story is that everyone immediately started freaking out about what's going to happen to the salsa. Because that salsa is fucking lit.
Look, I got serious beef with Bobby Salazar's, the restaurant, not the guy.
Why?
Because
no, you've talked about this before. I remember this.
Few reasons. Here's one of my favorite stories of all time. John Wick 2 comes out in theater. The John Wick movies used to come out on my birthday. That's why I always kind of love the John Wick movies. John Wick 2 comes out in theater. It's my birthday. This was, God, it must have been like 7 years ago. And all I wanted for my birthday, this was when me and Lady Jams first dated. She shows up, beautiful dress, you know, everybody forgot my birthday but her. It was that birthday.
Yeah, I remember that.
So my parents hadn't planned anything. They didn't decorate anything. Lady Jam's the only one who remembered. And we're like, I want to go to my favorite sushi spot. I want to eat sushi. I want to have sake bombs. And then I want to go see John Wick 2. That's the birthday. That's the vibe. My dad, I don't like sushi. Literally. So we didn't go. So we're like, okay, well, we'll go to Poppy's. Poppy's, popular Mexican restaurant by our house. Great margaritas. I like pivot. I'm like, okay, we can do this. 35, 40-minute wait. I'm willing to wait because I can sit at the bar and have a drink. My dad, I don't want to wait that long.
Then you should be mad at your dad, not at Bobby Salazar.
I am. I'm like, okay, where do you want to go? We could go to Bobby's. So we go to Bobby's right by our house. It is the worst service and the worst food ever. Fast forward, like 2 years later,
right.
It's the beer crawl in Clovis that we go to every year. We'll go to Bobby Salazar's, get dinner. It's the slimiest, greasiest, fattiest quesadilla I've ever had of my life.
Fatty and greasy are good when you're talking Mexican food.
No, it's not. Because when it's like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
When it's like, there are
like
good bites.
There's a level.
Yeah, it's literally all just gristly, fatty, like, That's what it sounds like when you're chewing into it.
That's rough.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Horrible service. And then my bill is astronomically high for one beer and a bad quesadilla that was almost inedible. I despise Bobby Salazar's food, but they have the same sauce as Casa Corona. And I love me that salsa.
That salsa's bomb.
Yeah.
So I
And
agree
you can
with
buy it in the store. It's so good.
but it's
I
not
can't
the
have
same as when you're in the place.
Cilantro.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah, but like.
So I
dude,
agree.
So
I do
Everyone's
want to know.
tripping
I
on
do
the
want to
salsa,
know what's
bro.
going to happen to the salsa,
I hear.
but I do despise
I'm a
me that
team
restaurant.
Casa Corona person.
I am
so.
too. I'm Team Corona.
I am not. But
I'm
okay.
Team Casa.
I hear though that the salsa is going to keep on running because that's kind of like an offshoot business. Like it's like a whole separate deal because I believe they sell that nationwide. I believe, which is
I've
Go
seen
Bobby.
it in Southern California.
which is
Dang it, Bobby.
which is weird to me because
Damn it,
I'm like, okay, dude, you have something good going with the salsa. Why would you like risk fraud? You probably are wealthy, like, but anyways,
Yeah, because he likes millions of dollars.
I get-
and
it was-
also,
it was less than $1 million.
Money.
and also to the chat, we know Bobby's and Casa is very whitewashed
Yeah,
Mexican food.
it's not that great.
It's not, but it kind of is too.
It's not. Okay, final story. Silk Song just dropped.
Song!
Okay, so
I still
Hollow
need to play
Knight.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, huge hit. 15 million units sold. A 3-man developing team. A developer team of 3 people made Hollow Knight, one of arguably the best Metroidvanias ever made. They worked on it. They kickstarted it. They came out. They released it. And it blew up. It blew up beyond belief, right? So 15 million units sold. Well, the fandom is insatiated for a sequel. And then the running meme came because a year goes by, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, still no update. Then you see a little blurb of Silk Song being played. Then another year goes by, and then another year. And the meme was that this will never come out. Well, they dropped a trailer a month ago and then said, it's coming out in a month. And boom, it comes out. Now, Team Cherry, the 3 people that made this game are very wealthy now. Extremely wealthy. But they took their time. They said it's going to be ready when it's going to be ready. It is one of the fastest selling games at launch ever.
Wow.
It is
Good for
competing.
them.
It is competing against the likes of Call of Duty, the annual release games that hit mega hard. So good on him.
Good on
It proves that if you keep.
Indeed.
Oh, by the way, the game's only $20.
Yes,
We
it's
love
only
that.
$20.
And it's like a 40-hour plus experience.
I love indie creators.
It proves that when you put passion beyond a project and you give a shit about what you're doing to not put out slop, then you will get recognized for it coming back. Silk Song is out. I bought it. I'm going to crack it open as soon as my case comes
That's
for it.
super awesome and good.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't doing your part to save Super Earth.
Mm.
And that's your guys.
That's my voiceover coach. That's my
That's
voice
right.
acting coach.
Because he knows what it takes to manage democracy,
Yes, he
okay? I got one story. I have 2, but I'll be really quick. Lil Jon, rapper,
Oh, I saw that.
54-year-old,
Yeah.
got 3rd in his first bodybuilding show.
Round of
Shout out to Lil Jon.
Shout out Lil
Big
Jon.
up Lil Jon, man. Yeah. What do you think when he got like the medal?
Yeah.
At
Hey.
54.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's taking good care of
what a
himself.
stud. What a stud. And then
Let's do steroids. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not opposed at this point.
Continue.
Are we gonna talk Drewuski Whiteface? Have you seen Drewuski
I haven't
White?
seen it.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
My God.
So
Oh my
Drewuski
God.
goes to a NASCAR race.
He looks like a white guy.
Does white
Wait.
white? Yes.
Ooh,
This is.
I thought that was just a normal white guy, and then I
No.
saw the picture.
So the white guy who inspired it
Oh no.
was like, something about that looks familiar. You know what? I like it. let's go to NASCAR together. So it's like, dude, this is on par with like Robert Downey Jr.
I'm going to say right now, you know what?
This is going to lead to a whole can of worms that a bunch of insufferable people are going to be like, well, if you can do Wi-Fi, it's going to be awful.
Yeah. No.
However, that's really good.
The tan lines.
I'm impressed.
I'm going to say this right now. Excuse me, allow me to help this very racial sensitive topic. I'm okay with it. And I think that everyone needs, and I'm not okay under certain context, if done appropriately, like Tropic Thunder, that was done with care. It wasn't done as like a poke fun. It was done with care. It was part of the overall arcing of the character. It was
part of the character, right?
Yes.
Right.
If done with care, I can see how that would play. Okay. That is almost brilliantly done. He looks like a completely different person.
Whoever did the makeup and costuming, I'm impressed.
Nobody would ever know.
No.
That is Drewuski.
You would
that was
not.
Incredible.
It's done
very well.
So well. And honestly, I'm okay with it. And I don't think you will see the insufferable asshole saying, well, why can't they do that? We can't. They're the same people that are like, well, why can't you say the N-word and I can't?
The Me Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
That is so well done.
I want to meet that makeup artist. I'm
that's
so
incredible.
Incredible.
Dude,
incredible.
I saw that and I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, there's no way.
It's done so well, you would not be able to tell.
No one would have known if he didn't post.
Was.
You know what?
Oh, Drewuski. If you like trash, if you like trash,
he's fine.
YouTube.
Whatever. I'm not too into him, but
watch. No. I think he's whatever. But his Drewuski for Love. It was so bad.
Good on him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And again, you're gonna get the barrage of idiots on the internet. They're like, I don't think this is fair or this is racist. Shut the fuck up, man. Try to enjoy life. And also, I would say shut the fuck up to a lot of people if it was done with care and it was done funny and there was a reason to do it.
It's comedy. At the end of the day, that's comedy.
And
he's not doing it to go out.
No, he's not doing it to
on white people.
A dick. He's playing a caricature of the NASCAR fan, which is a dude that looks like that. So let him have fun.
Very well done.
Like whatever.
All right, let's wrap it up here. I had some other stuff, but we'll save it for next week. These are kind of evergreen stuff. The German shopping cart championships, the Vietnam Mario Kart, that people just fall off mountains.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But let's finish up with things we've watched. Do we have any voicemails?
Hold on, wait. I'm going to start with mine because it's so obscure that a lot of people don't know, which blows my mind. People don't know about it. Do you guys know about Pootie Tang?
That's a reference I haven't heard in 20
Pootie Tang,
years.
Side-Eye Tay. You know about Pootie Tang? Pootie Tang is this movie, and you know what? I never knew this. And it was kind of like one of those things that you use as a barometer as whether or not you're going to like someone, okay? You use this as a barometer whether or not you're going to like someone. If you say Side-Eye Tay and they don't know what you're talking about, you're like, oh, we can't be friends. So this is such a shitty movie. But it's kind of funny at the same time. And it's about the coolest dude ever that can't, he's so cool. He doesn't even speak English. People just understand what he's saying. And he's a ladies' man, right?
Of course.
He beats people with his belt.
He beats people with his belt. Do you know who wrote and directed this movie?
No idea.
Louis C.K.
That's crazy.
So the story is that Louis C.K. wrote with Chris Rock. They came together, wrote. He got a chance to direct it. What he made, the studio hated. They're like, this is the worst movie ever made.
Yeah, directed and written by.
So then the studio came in and did their own cut. So this is not the cut version of what he wanted to do.
Oh.
Okay. Studio came in, did their own edits. But if you have not seen Pootie Tang, it's a hard watch because it's kind of like the same stupid joke for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have moments of greatness.
You know who hasn't watched that? Jess. Jess hasn't watched that.
She had definitely.
No.
Which is weird.
Lauren hasn't watched that. Look at her face.
Confused.
How do you not know Pootie Tang?
How do you know?
Because it's from before I was born.
It was a skit on the Chris Rock show that they turned into a movie.
I don't watch things with Chris Rock. That's just not.
Did you?
I love Chris Rock.
What about?
It's just not my.
What about Juana Man? Did you ever see Juana Man?
I don't know what that is.
That movie probably can't fly anymore.
Yeah.
Undercover Brother.
No, don't know what
that was
that
a
is.
good
I've
one.
never heard of these.
All right. So I've got two things in particular that I feel like. I mean, South Park continues to be hilarious.
Amazing.
Just cooking it up. Storm. The Biggest Loser documentary. was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's on Netflix.
I wanted to watch it.
It's 3 episodes, and it talks about like how insane these people lost all that weight and the ramifications of losing all that weight so fast where they could never keep that rate up.
Right.
So they gained all the weight back. Crazy. And then the craziest thing that's on anything right now is Unknown Caller, the catfish documentary.
I've seen like blurbs about this.
It's on Netflix, and it's this documentary about, for 2 years, this couple, they're like 13 and 14. They've been friends since they were kids. They start dating. It's a very wholesome. Their families are friends, all this stuff. And then one day they get this horrible, the girlfriend gets this horrible text like, you ugly, fat, blah, 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 blah. Then it doesn't happen. 11 months later, it's daily for a year. So for 24 months, they try to find this catfish caller and texter who texts not just her, but also the boyfriend, these gross things about like sexually wanting to do things with the teenage boy and then calling the girlfriend these horrible things. So they're trying, it's like this witch hunt of like, is it one of the students? Then they get an FBI, get the FBI involved, and he finds the IP address. And it's, care if I spoil her?
I think I heard this.
It's the girlfriend's mom. And she has said for over 2 years, some of the most grotesque and horribly mean things you could say to her daughter.
Yeah.
So twisted, dude.
And like the mom, they do like these artsy shots of like the mom looking out at the rain. And it's like, why are you trying to like artsy this up? She is a horrible, deplorable woman.
She should be thrown in prison
who lied about 2 jobs to her husband. She hadn't been working for like a year, had been lying about the finances. And so she's like, yeah, we're going to be able to make ends meet, stuff like that. He had to sell all of his belongings to survive.
She's a mentally ill person. That's abuse. She should have fucking prison. She should go to prison for what she did.
She
goes to like prison for like a year, and like a year and a half, 19 months was her sentence. And like the twisted derangement that she instilled in her daughter, where she's like, I miss my mom. I want to see her back. I don't know if I'm ready to see her yet, but I want to rebuild that connection with her. It's like, your mom's broken.
Yeah.
She's twisted. She's broken in that. And the fact that like they don't even bring up like she should be charged as a sex offender for what she was saying to a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
It's so twisted and broken. And even the boy, like they break up because of all of these things just destroying their relationship, right? He then goes and starts dating a different girl from a different state. And he can't even date her because she found that other family's number. She's psychotic. And like, they try and like, it's so weird. And then they show like another family that was like, I knew it was her the whole time. I was a former police. It's like
crazy.
It's just so gross.
Yeah. Psychotic.
And just like, it barely gets brought up. And they like try to, it's like, like if you drove drunk once, you and I are the same thing. It's like, no, you're not.
No, it's not the same thing. You mentally abusing your daughter and
for
saying sex shit.
2 years.
It is. That's not the same fucking thing.
Because she liked the boy.
And like,
who fuck knows? She's mentally
and it's because she wanted
sick.
And it's because she was jealous of the attention her daughter was getting.
It's sick.
It's sick. It's disgusting.
So
there you go.
All right.
I am traumatized after that.
You know
Thanks
what?
for the acknowledgement.
Watch Alien Earth instead.
Yeah.
Because it's probably the best thing on television.
Peak.
Or season 2 of Dan.
Yeah.
It's still
the one thing I said, I watched this last week is amazing. And on Netflix, I know this is going to sound lame, just like my bar soap thing, but Made, M-A-I-D, Made. It's really good. It's about if you have trauma from DV, probably don't watch it, but it's it's really good. That's definitely not a dork, but it's on Netflix. Check it out. You might
waifus.
You might cry. You might cry. I cried multiple episodes. It's really good though. Really well done. So.
And if you need a dose of feel good, follow the Dodo on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can watch animal videos that make you about sickly animals that are adopted and become happy.
I know, I love
I'm just going to make you cry for the good reasons.
Anything else you want to say?
Like what?
Like anything. We don't have a lot of time with you, ever.
Live under a rock, not really.
All right. You can find Lauren living under a rock.
Yeah.
No, plug your project.
Oh, yes. Go check out Knights of Guinevere. Pilot drops on September 19th on Glitched on YouTube. Until then, watch the trailer and
watch it a billion times.
Yeah.
And you can play and have some fun with some of the fun little secrets on the website that there is at parkplanet.net.
Ooh.
We have a little fun little ARG website.
I like it. Well,
Lauren,
when you're back from doing all that school stuff, we'd love to have you back, and we'll be in our new location. So
that's right. New location coming when it's ready. Don't worry about it.
It's coming.
Don't worry.
Eventually.
It's coming. It's breathing fast. It's in the breathing fast stage. Of being done. Dare Bear, thank you for subbing in for us. We always appreciate our favorites.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Again, thank you to
we
everybody.
never even addressed the fact that Jess isn't here today.
What's that?
Who's Jess?
Jess had tummy problems, sore throat, and sore throat, and that always sounds contagious to me, so I don't want you anywhere near me. But Jess should be back next week. We hope she's feeling better.
Bob, I asked like 5 times where she was. Jess was not feeling well, and I guilted her good. I was like, oh, but I have a sneaking suspicion she is fine and just wanted to sleep. But you know what?
We all have those days.
Everyone has their time.
I had a whole week of that, and I gained 6 pounds for it. So, But again, we'd like to thank everybody. Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Thank you so much. We will be back same time next week. But until then, we hate to see you go, but we love to watch you leave. This has been the Do Over Podcast. Bye. Subscribe.
Gotta go. Bye.
Subscribe.
See you later.
Subscribe. God, we need it.